I was a little late. Had to make sure the clapping was working. Had to make sure the claps were clapping. If the claps weren't clapping, then I couldn't steam. And
Yep.
Mark's ready with chopsticks and Canada Dry. He is about to chopstick some drink.
I heard the music and I was like, it's still going. I have time. And then I forgot I can't tell when the music's going, so it stopped. And I was like, that's still the intro.
No, this intro's stupid short. So
listen, half the time the intro doesn't work for me, so I saw the countdown for the whole time.
Oh well,
yeah.
It is the countdown, and what's that? You got the cranberry Canada Dry.
Costco has the 36 pack for like $9. You get 12 cranberry, 12 blackberry, and 12 regular.
No, they had a blackberry.
Yeah, I didn't either. It's fucking delicious.
Oh damn,
so good.
Keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, just don't go to Costco on a Friday before Thanksgiving.
Oh, we don't have Costco's down here. I got to travel up to Atlanta to even
Sam's
get New York. We got Sam's Clubs over here. Yes.
BJ's?
No BJ's.
Nah, that's horrible. Not even on special occasions.
No. I mean, sometimes. I mean, no BJ's is how I end up with a second child, but yeah, it is how that goes. Is that a stealth announcement? Kind of, sort of. Because I don't think people formally know. But
dude, I didn't formally. you casually dropped it in VC, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like,
it's like, is he for real? Is he just saying stuff? Is he just spitballing? Is
like,
that an actual scenario?
I was at my child right here. Yeah.
No, we got the money drain already coming in from the prep for it all. So, but speaking of money drain, I actually did end up spending a good bit of money right before the stream started. Well, actually not before the stream started, before I got on here and before I made the thumbnail, because I had to buy costumes for videos.
Oh, really?
I had to make sure I have the prop. Though, for one, I couldn't find the wig that I was exactly looking for, so I'm gonna have to do some dye jobs. So to make that one work. So yeah, a little bit of an extra effort there. But yes, two costume works.
Nice.
I finally I have one finally, but it's only for my TokuTonic video.
I'll start asking for submissions for that pretty much once I drop these videos. As soon as I drop these videos, then it'll be like, all right, floodgates open. Let's go ahead and get the Toku Awards starting to get prepped up. The Toku debt getting prepped up because it's December period. So all that's going to be fun.
Let's figure out who's going to be in second place this year.
Which I'm still like, this is still a very light year for me when it comes to Toku debt. I'm actually not sweating it when it comes to the amount. Like, I'll actually feel good about not being in the top 5.
Mine is because it wasn't like new show related stuff. It was going back once again, like last year, getting more into Super Sentai and those SMP stuff, especially the older ones that are out of circulation. Those are not cheap. Daimugin is like 2. And I was like, One Tiger's like one was like 160, and I'm like, damn. I was like, out of all the shows, why does Die Ranger might have to be my favorite?
It's too good.
I think, yeah, I've looked at it as well because I stopped buying variants for Power Rangers Prime, and yeah, looking at the math, because unless Fortnite skins count, do V-Bucks count? Because I bought the Power Ranger skins.
No, I wouldn't count V-Bucks counting.
Thank God, because I didn't buy it.
Okay. Well, I did.
What I'm not doing is adding an Uma Musume to that because I don't want to divulge those numbers.
Wait. You know for sure someone's beating me this year?
I mean, I don't know. Oh, wait.
No, someone in chat just said that, yeah. Not happening. Trust me.
There's a few folks that I feel like they get a little ridiculous with some of the shit that they buy. That I can see them potentially getting close to. It just depends on how crazy of a year they've had. And also, you flip flopping Canada Dries on me because I'm seeing a red can, a green can.
There was a sip left in the other one. Waste not, want not. I saw Starbucks.
Are you
too.
double fisting?
I also have a sugar cookie latte. So, listen, need energy for Uma Musume.
Look, Virgo Cup's going on right now, and
Yep.
you know, you got another 24 hours to get your rankings up to meet the marks for Group A. So
Yeah.
leave me.
Hey, listen, I won all 5
You're
races
getting up.
on my paid and my free account, so I'm happy.
Yeah, it's been a little bit harder on the graded accounts. Well, on the graded races. So
Yeah.
that's a little bit more challenging, but I'm glad I got my 3 wins to qualify for Group A this time around. Though it's not going to sound as good if I get Virgo Platinum versus getting Cancer Platinum, but you know, it is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, meanwhile, Ash out here still hasn't touched the game since we got him to do those polls.
Those polls. I went back and watched the stream too. You do the polls, and then you just never follow through with it. Like you could be a king amongst us. You had such a strong start compared to like my paid account.
I don't know what to do with the game. Like I don't know what
You just
stats.
stare at them. You just stare at them like this,
and then you train them to be the very best.
like no one ever
That's
was.
the thing. The training part I don't get.
Yeah, you just got to figure it out.
Mm.
It is a little complex, but once you figure it down, once you get it down to a science, then it becomes like second nature.
Yep.
Mm.
Or nice nature. That's my preferred.
Or
nature.
evil nice nature.
Yes. My evil nature is so good.
All right. So it's been a week since we were last reconvening. Since then, we got some more news. We got the follow-up to Goes Youre. We saw how that episode ended up playing out with a little bit more time and effort put into the editing bay for it. I know Mark has not seen the latest episode of Goes Youre.
However, 10 episodes.
I will say this about the episode. Although I enjoyed the episode, it felt like it was 2 episodes squished into one.
Yeah.
And that's where the pacing, because I'm like, you don't introduce like legendary, like for those that don't know or didn't watch the episode or didn't understand who the guy was that was in the episode, it's motherfucking Koga. It is the OG Garo. Like it's been like 20 years since OG Garo, and this man aging like Hideo Kojima. Like he looking good.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, there was some backstory thrown in there between Hoaru and his brother, but then it's like the pacing of it just seemed very fast paced, like it was 2 episodes condensed into one. And then you have, of course, the ever looming Maya Imamori situation of it all, where she's not there, but then when they transform, she's there.
She's there. I swear she didn't even have any lines in her suit form.
No, but they did have an awkward close-up scene of her when she was fighting like the monster.
I remember
like it was just her and the monster, just closed up, and then like face up, and then go on to the next scene. I'm just like, that's an awkward shot. You would think with all the editing they've been doing, they would cut that scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't need a singular shot of her. But it is awkward still, and that's where the awkwardness of it comes, is just with all of her scenes.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, if anyone's seen the preview for what the episode was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on my stream on Sunday, I went ahead and shared what the preview was before we watched the episode. So people could have seen that, yes, it was a Maya-focused episode. She was going to get the Ryu Sword, like just get the whole power up, the whole Kit Kat and Boodle. Like it was going to be like a her-focused episode, and skip, and we got this here.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to see how the series is going to play out from here on in, with whatever other edits and reshoots they end up getting. Because the thing with this one is obviously we didn't even get the opening. They completely just omitted the opening from this episode as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is very, very much a shame. Because the thing is like, I feel the original forms of these episodes, these 2 episodes. Well, technically, this episode that feels like it should have been 2 episodes, and I guess if they ever decide to spill the beans on what the episode structure was supposed to be, then maybe they'll tell us if this was supposed to be a 2-parter or not. Because if it was a 2-parter, then it could have been like among the best episodes.
Yeah.
That's how this episode felt. It could have been one of the greatest episodes of this show thus far. But because of everything else that's happened and the way that the pacing was set up, it just barely like prevented itself from getting to that point.
Yeah.
So.
And Geki Mod was saying they uploaded it by accident. It wasn't uploaded by accident. There was a rerun of Boon Boonja, and I guess they didn't get the memo and played the episode, the original preview.
And it's out there for everyone to see.
Until Toei snipes you down.
Well, no, you can get it from the cat site. Literally, someone on the cat, they literally just uploaded it with the subs and everything.
That was on there listed. I was like, I'm gonna download this just in case.
Yep, just to have it. That's a form of lost media you want to save on them hard drives, folks.
Mm-hmm.
So that was that's how that scenario is playing out. But now that it's been a week, now technically the dust is pretty much settled, and we'll start getting the whole replacements portions coming up soon. How are we feeling now after the fact of, Maya getting booted out the show, how the show's feeling with the edits in place now that they've got a little bit more time, and for the state of the show in general?
It still feels weird to watch because, something's missing, because you can tell the edits are there. Like, Maya was not there in that entire episode, so they reshot whatever they could do. But it still feels a little bit awkward to watch. Like you were saying, like the previous episode, or whatever this episode was meant to be, could have been like a 20 out of 10. But it had all the awkward cuts and stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like after this week's episode, we'll see how the dust is settled, because I think it's like a clip show episode. So that's going to be awkward, because I think they actually show footage of Sumino using the power up with what are they splicing it together. But I don't know. I'm still like not feeling it some episodes.
Oh yeah, I forgot the next episode's supposed to be pretty much a recap episode in a way, just to pad out some production.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. And then episode 40 is when we'll have the replacement coming in. So I don't know. Like, this whole thing is like sort of made me feel a bit weird about the show, because, following it in real time, it's not like when I would binge it or watch it years later. But I don't know. Like, I feel like still sort of like the dust has settled. What's happened. Not a lot we can do about it. But the show still feels awkward to watch.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because it's like I did start working, like I just had Gozuja on the brain. I started like typing up the script for that review, and I was like, it's hard not to let real life events not influence me when I'm watching the show now. Like, it's hard to not like you can't really ignore it, because it's like even if you ignore it, you're still like, what the hell is going on with this episode? Like, Sumino's not here, but then all of a sudden it's like they transform and she's there. That's weird. It's like, I can imagine someone with having zero context to anything going on in real life watching these episodes and wondering what the hell happened.
It's messing with the continuity.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's like in this episode, they essentially get sucked into a pocket dimension, and throughout the entire pocket dimension, it's just a giant sausage fest, right? Like it's just a bunch of dudes, and then when they break out of it, like they break out of it transformed, and suddenly Gozu Unicorn's there, and it's just like, wait, where the hell were you at?
Should have
You
sat
got
outside
sent in with
waiting.
them?
Should have
Like,
sat there
what?
waiting, like at a park bench, just like, oh yeah, they'll be out anytime now.
Yeah, so it's very, very awkward, because that's another thing. I'm just like, even when I was watching it during the Sunday live stream, I'm just like, this is a sausage fest now. This is sausage fest. So this is just a bunch of dudes here, and it's just like I'm used to this in like writer shows, but that's writer shows. But here it's just like, this is Sentai, and I get it. We had things like Sen Vulcan in the past, but that was a long, long time ago, and there was only 3 members of that team. So
yeah,
here is just too much. It's too
Yeah.
much. Like, we need some balance in the Sentai field. So anything on that? I mean, Mark, I know you haven't seen the episode.
yeah. The thing is, I would say, but I also like, I appreciate the people who decided to DM me. I'm not going to say any names. Who watched the stream last week and decided to like inform me that I don't know what I'm talking about from it. And I was like, yeah, I flat out said I don't know the inner workings of the entertainment business in Japan. That's why I don't have an opinion on how the situation was handled. It just sucks. And the show is going to suffer. For casual fans, kids aren't going to understand this. You know, like, where'd my, like you said, it's like, okay, Sausage Fest, and she shows up. Like, yeah, anyone who casually watches this, who's not like on social media, or doesn't care about like Toku tubers or Toku community, just like someone who just goes and watches it on one of those sites that charges you, even though you could download it for free for English subtitled versions. And it's like, they're not going to know the inner workings. And it's like, it sucks from that standpoint for like the fans who just want to watch a show and don't want to care about everything else.
Yeah.
And also it's like this late, it's still one of those things this late in the show to have this style, like level of like reshoots and edits. You're in the final stretch of the last branded Super Sentai show.
I know, that's one hell of a way to close out.
The send off is just, this is diabolical levels of just a shit show.
Because I was really looking forward to the end game. Like, it was like, we got 12 episodes left. Let's see how they're going to do this. And all of this unfolds. It was like, okay.
Yep. And that's the other thing as well. It's because before, obviously, the news broke about Maya having to leave the cast, like, we were already dealing with the news that this was going to be the final Super Sentai. So because of that, like, my headcanon had now changed in terms of like, this show's got to go out with a bang, a celebration of the franchise, that type of thing. You got to go big or go home, because it's like, if you are the end of Sentai, you gotta like literally go balls to the wall crazy with how this thing could end up going. But then this thing superseded it and now kind of killed all of that hype and potential. I mean, they could still go balls to the wall, but the character plot points, and I guess like, let me just go ahead and mention this. I mean, I was spoiled on this right before my Saturday live stream in terms of the recasting that we got for who's replacing Sumino in Gozuger. Because needless to say, all it took was just me getting on YouTube just to put up my my pretty much before my live streams, I always play some sort of music video or something, and the first thing that pops up is Dawson's video with that thumbnail showing Oni sister. And I'm just like, great. I would have been better off. Like, I really would have rather like not been spoiled on it. Like, just have been a little bit more surprised on it, but just having it broken to me because of YouTube thumbnail, I'm just like, I'm gonna change. I'm sub to him, but I'm just gonna say, don't recommend the videos. I don't want to keep doing this to myself every Saturday.
You should have like an incognito account that's not tied to Toku or anything like that, like a burner account with your music.
Probably, because I'm like, even then, just playing to change that intros fucks up with my algorithm in terms of the music that they recommend me. It's like, we hear you like Card Fight Vanguard. I'm like, I don't, but you listen to it enough. But I don't. It's fucking changed that intros.
Wait, you don't like it?
I never watched them. I never cared for them.
Okay, I was wondering.
I never got into it.
It's all right.
So,
not bad.
So yeah, I mean, I know that there are some people that are definitely riding the wave of the news for as much as they might have not cared for Go's User, but a lot of folks are cranking out a lot of Go's User videos recently, or a lot of Sentai videos recently because of everything that's been going on. So
I think I'm done with the subject for now of Maya being replaced.
It's kind of like beating a dead horse at this point in time.
Yeah.
I mean, technically beating a dead unicorn, but hey. What, too soon?
No, you're not wrong.
I mean, it's just going to get replaced. And it's still a shame.
Yeah.
But I haven't followed up with any of like Maya's socials or anything like that. If she's been posting anything, saying anything, or she's been able to say anything.
I think she's like privated everything and nuked all the socials. I think she had to nuke a lot of her like she scrubbed it clean. Like she had a lot of selfies of her Gozu unicorn and stuff like that, and she's like scrubbed that clean. Like when I checked her Instagram, it was just the white page and then her apology, and then I think her Twitter is like locked down. I might double check, see if it's still locked down.
I just say I did call it last week when I said a lot of people were just making content and saying they were going to boycott it, but the same people are boycotting Super Sentai. Really came through with a lot of Super Sentai videos in last week. I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there. Just saying hypocrisy. I see a lot of the YouTube shorts popping up. Look at the date they were made. I'm like, this is after you said you were boycotting.
They got to get the views. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I like the new rumor about Power Rangers reboot again, and I'm like, guys, I'm over it.
So yeah, with essentially Oni Sisters actress replacing Sumino in there, how do you feel about the casting? Because it's like we know nothing really about the character, right? We just know the casting.
Yeah, unexpected. It's the same character. It's just going to be like, hey, it's exactly the same Fresh Prince joke we made. People were making that joke on Twitter as soon as it happened.
Wait, so it's still technically supposed to be How-To
Yeah, it's just recasted. Yeah. This is great. This is the timeline we're on right now.
All right.
Yeah.
We got a Corona situation. This is Power Rangers Lost Galaxy.
I was gonna say it's a Big Bad Beetleborg situation.
No, but when you essentially replace somebody with someone that was already part of a show previously, that's the Lost Galaxy situation.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now I get it.
Yeah, because the Big Bad Beetleborgs was just like, we've altered your face, but to everyone else, you're gonna look like how you used to look like.
Oh yeah, no, this is definitely a Corona situation where they filmed. I think if you're referring to, if I'm wrong, correct me. If you don't know, when the actress who played Kendrix left in Lost Galaxy, they were going to have Cassie from Power Rangers in Space be the Pink Ranger. They filmed 2 episodes back to back. She wanted more money. They said no, and she left, and then they had to get Corona to replace her.
And it's funny, in some of the previews, you can still see her in there, like in the previews for it as well, the ones that they had shot.
I haven't seen those previews.
I
saw. Always wanting more money.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
At least it's not via.
They should know who they're dealing with, or who they were dealing with. It was Saban. Think of Saban. It's like, Saban, I want more money. Here's the door. You get paid with exposure.
There's more money out there at a different job that's not here.
It's like people should learn, if you're working with Saban, you don't ask for more money.
No, never.
He asks you for more money.
Unless you got the numbers to show you're pushing merch for them. Like, there's all like that's you're not getting shit from them.
So okay, that adds a whole different dynamic. If yes, it is just Haruka there as the replacement. So
I thought you knew she was just a recast. That's what I thought you knew.
I thought it was just the actress coming in to play a new character.
Nope.
Because that's definitely a thing that has happened in Sentai before.
Yeah,
but not this time.
So I was expecting another big one situation, and then no, I guess not.
No. I think it's too late to rewrite that like 40 episodes in.
I mean, they can do what they're gonna do, but we'll see how they toss that in there, because that means that the whole of Dombros is canon to Goes Uger. Yes, which means they have the opportunity to bring back Sononi.
I'd be down.
I was thinking when it was announced as Odie's sister, I literally was like, "What if it was the actress who played Sononi?" And I was like, Zia would lose his shit. Like, he'd bring the gimmick back, the shirt back. He'd bring everything back.
No, I mean, God, I guess I can say this. Not a lot of people watch these TokuTonics versus my actual videos when I put them out, but this was this bit that I was gonna throw into the Goes Uger video. That's essentially like a catch up on like another movie, like another Zio Agata movie, and one of them is just like, it's Space Fies, he's sick, and then it's Space Fies and the Fies SIC outfits. It's like, you're damn right, I'm sick for Sononi.
Dude.
Where I would literally spend a whole hour just putting in that whole SIC costume for a 15-second bit.
You know, I'm not even shocked. I'm not even. No. Of course not.
I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised.
It's a bit that popped into my head the other day, and I'm like, am I really going to spend an hour getting into one costume to film 15 seconds? Yes, I am.
I was thinking about it from a standpoint of recent Sentai shows ending, because I was like, oh, this show, because of just how muddied it is, I was sitting there like, man, I was like, thinking about recent shows, I think from a start to finish with like an ending and everything else, Don Brothers should have been the last Sentai season. Like, if we could move around where they're placed and airing, like, I would have had Don Brothers be the final season, because like, as much as I love King Ozier, I had some issues with it towards the end. As much as I Boon Boonger, that like it fell very flat towards the end, and now Goes User has all this other stuff going on, and I was like, man, I really think like from a consistency standpoint, it should have been Don Brothers should have been in the spot.
Look, at this point in time, I'm just like, you know what? Can y'all not film Goes User versus Boom Boomger, and just decide to make the after show like crossover be Dom Bros versus Go? Because I'm feel like Dom Bros got the short end of the stick when it came to the crossovers with King Ozier, because King Ozier was out here treating Kyoryuger like that was the actual canon versus event, because they were like, we're gonna do two, but by the way, there's gonna be a full-on extended director's cut version of the Kyoryuger versus
with 2 extra minutes.
Yeah, but Dom Bros is like, here you go, this is it.
This is like an episode. Have fun.
Yeah.
In their defense, I don't think a lot of people can mentally handle a full like Don Brothers film.
Yes, but this one, if they do Goes Uger and Dom Bros, it'll be a different kind of mental gymnastics, because you're gonna have father and daughter writing on the same thing. And the last time we got that, we got fucking novels.
I don't want to watch anything else Don Brothers related after that binge. I don't think I could mentally handle.
It's been a couple years. You're all right.
Yeah, no. I'm older now. It might affect me more.
I mean, look. On Saturday, because we did a skip that episode during Toku Rewind, we watched an episode of Don Bros. It happened to be the Christmas episode, and I was just like, man, this shit's still hitting. It's too good. But do we care to talk about Zets? Anything to really talk about?
What episode number are we on right now?
10.
Dude,
like I said last time, it feels like Zets is like gotcha, but like not in the same vein. It's just a different vein. It's
a high quality nothing burger.
I'm still behind on Zets. I said I would catch up, but I'm still behind.
it's like you drive by McDonald's, right? And they're doing the 2 for $5 Big Macs, and that poster looks amazing. So you go and you get your 2 for $5 Big Macs, but then you eat them and you're just like, why'd I do this? But the poster looks so good. Now I have a tummy. Now I have a tummy ache.
It's like every time they bring out the McRib and they show you the McRib, it always looks good in the posters. But have you ever seen a McRib in person?
Never had one before. Never.
Have you ever seen a McRib without the sauce?
I've never even eaten one before.
It's terrible. It literally is just a barbecue sauce. If you ever decide to, if you ever want to like, just have a bad time at McDonald's, whenever their McRib comes out, just go there and be like, "Can I get the McRib with no sauce?" They're gonna be like, "You sure about that?"
Like, can you handle this? Do you know what it's like? It's like if someone goes to Arby's and gets the meat mountain, or they get the double meat mountain. Do you know what that is?
No, but I can visualize it.
It's every meat they offer on one sandwich, and then you can get it doubled. Like if you Google Arby's meat mountain,
I'm looking at it now.
It's atrocious. But I saw someone get a double. Yeah. And I was like, that is. I like food, but I would never.
At that point, having a bun is just a joke.
Yeah. It's probably one of the worst things I've ever seen from a fast food place. And I'm just like, there's like, how do you? I watched the guy eat it, and I didn't look away. I watched the whole entire thing. Like, and I was like, man, because he's like, I want a double. And the person, even when he was going through the thing, was like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, double. And I'm like, and at this point, I should have like closed the app off my phone and not watched it. But of course, I was like, I'm gonna fucking watch this. And I watched this guy just. He did things to it.
So that was more interesting than Zets.
No, the thing is, I keep forgetting. To watch Zets because I'm just so busy all the time. And it's
still like one of the more like least interesting things that I watch on Sunday night. Like that. That is, it's like okay, this starts off the stream. All right, cool, and all right, that was the show. All right, we'll move on to the next one. The type of thing. So.
Because I see clips, and from a production standpoint, I still think it's like from a visual standpoint, it's one of the better looking Kamen Rider shows.
But that's the thing. It's like when you get to the fight scenes, it's like the fight scenes normally can do no wrong. But
if I was younger, I would eat the shit up.
Yeah. For the people,
substance.
This right now is one of those shows that I can see a lot of people saying, "I like the suits and I like the fighting."
I'm just waiting because if we're at episode 10. I'm wondering where it's going to be by episode 16 if we're going to get that shift, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You think he's going to play into his own trope?
Probably.
Or if he's going to try and like, pull a role reversal and be like, gotcha, bitch.
No, if we're feeling this, how we're feeling right, like at least for me personally, how I'm feeling about the show now is usually how I feel like when Geets was around like episode 17, right? When, the disaster arcs, that's the most recent thing I could think of because Gotchard, I stopped watching after 8 episodes. So I had to go back and binge it, and I don't remember much of it. But so it's I think if we get that 16, 17, then the shift, like I feel like it has to take itself a little more serious, or it has to go right into the whole like whimsical, like this is entertaining now.
But I know what people are waiting for. They're waiting for the Christmas episode. They're waiting to see who gets off on there. That's what they're waiting for. And that is the Takahashi Christmas trope.
I hope no one does.
And that's the thing. It's like at this point in time, we've been through a number of Takahashi shows, and it doesn't matter what happens on Christmas. It gets reversed later on in the show. Death is never a permanent thing in these shows now. No. Even if the actor gets their flowers, like Kirori did, he still came back.
It's true.
So it's like I never want to hear, but they got their flowers anymore because Geets happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now the flowers don't matter to me.
Speaking of Black Friday on Amazon, if anyone doesn't have Geets on Blu-ray, it's like $29. Also, got a permanent price drop to $35, so it's not even $40 now permanently. Went from $100 to
shit
permanently
was
now
too expensive.
$35. Yeah.
Because like Australia and Amazon's different. I've been wondering, do I should get Blazar on Blu-ray or get
I get Blazar. Also,
Blazar?
there's a company in Australia called Umbrella Entertainment.
I know, I'm aware of them.
Did you see their collector's set for the movie Freaked? I want that so bad, and I'm not in Australia. I understand you now.
You could probably import it.
No, they ship here.
Oh,
I
okay, they do?
asked them. They answered me, and then I was like, "Oh, cool." And then I was like, and then at the end, I'm like, "Why is it so expensive?"
They're doing a collector's edition of Dogma for like $200, where you get like, of course, the 4K remaster, like, but you get like a beanie, a Bible, and stuff like that. Collector
Yeah.
Do I
card.
watch
I'm getting that
Death
one.
Battle? I have not watched Death Battle in years.
Is
I
that
got
the
bored.
one? Is that the
They've gone
Kickstarter
live
one?
action now.
Oh no, wait, that's Beatdown.
That's Beatdown. That's Aaron.
Sorry, I was like, one's made, and one's the kickstarted.
Yeah, the Death Battle stuff I got bored of very quickly because essentially Death Battle to me was just a videoized version of when one of my younger cousins would call me up asking who would win in a fight between who and who. And it would always end up being one of those scenarios, and I'm just like,
No.
God, why do I got to be the cousin that you guys call on to ask me these stupid questions?
Dude, I worked at a comic book store, so back in the day, trust me. Every time, especially this was like the time when like the Fox X-Men movies were first coming out, and they're like, "Oh man, like Wolverine this," and I'm like, "Just buy your shit and leave. I don't want to converse with you today. I don't want to know what era." Like, they're like, "How many kids do you think Wolverine had over the decades that he was alive and in his prime?" I'm like, "I don't know." And they're like, "Do you think he like, when he ends, when he finishes, is it liquid adamantium?" I'm like, "No, it's not." Like, why are you thinking about that? He's like, "Well, like, because he had like the bone claws come out, so does that mean it's like?" I'm like, "No, that's not how the anatomy works."
Right.
And why are you thinking about this?
So
Why am I
Blazar
thinking
is.
about it?
Oh, sorry, I was going to say. So Blazar is $37 Australian. Do I get it?
Ooh, how much is that in American?
Does it have the movie?
Yeah,
it has a
that's
movie.
the
Oh yeah,
movie.
no, there's a movie, and it's dubbed and subbed.
Oh yeah, then go for it. Yeah.
I don't have a multi-region Blu-ray player. It's the only problem.
PS5, make an account on their separate user account. That's just a different country.
I thought it's the hardware that's coded into it.
Is it? That's weird because like I be putting international shit in my PS5 all the time. Or is it the PS4 that can do?
No, the PS4 was definitely region locked. So we had this discussion last week.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I thought you could just do a different account in a different country and you're fine.
All right. So moving on.
Yes.
We've been waiting for a trademark for a long time.
Yep.
It's been 84 years. I'm just gonna take this necklace and throw it into the ocean.
Never mind the generational wealth for my family and their well-being.
It's like it's been so long, and obviously with the whole thing about Sentai ending, there were so many people starting to change what the rumor mill keeps trying to adapt to what possibly could end up sticking. And God, just seeing this dog and pony show that the rumor mill keeps trying to just generate out there until something eventually lands, and we got a trademark now that has gotten everyone a talking, it seems, in terms of what is actually replacing Sentai, and it is possibly Space Sheriff Gavan.
Yeah.
Who's hype? Show me your hyperometer. How hype are you by this?
I have the Blu-rays when they're coming out because I knew they were gonna like sell out and never be restocked. I don't think I've watched. I have this one. I don't think I've watched it. I've watched the B Fighters, and I watched. Was it just Beyond?
Yeah, Just Beyond.
Just Beyond. I'm intrigued because Super Sentai is getting rebranded, so I was like, oh, well, what if he's like a sheriff and like the Sentai type team is like going to be his little like deputies or something, like like we'll still have Sentai there, but he's like the sheriff, and they're like his regular officers. Like, like what if that could be a cool thing? Like, I don't know. I like Metal Hero.
That does not get me hyped up, Mark. You're not selling me on this idea.
This why I don't work for Toei. Okay, I just buy their merch and I just fund all their projects for them. But I don't know. I think Metal Hero, because like, when's the last Metal Hero that came out? Like, it's been a while.
It has indeed been a while. It's been since the 90s, and they've been trying to reboot Metal Heroes with Gavon specifically for 13 years.
So I see it as, what's the, like, nostalgia's been the big thing in recent years for a lot of stuff. And like, what if this is like a way to get like this new generation of younger Toku kids and stuff into like Metal Hero, because they weren't around when Metal Hero was actually airing, if it's been like 13 years.
Yeah, but the thing is just like, why would you do it with Gavon again?
Because it's the first Metal Hero ever.
Yeah, but when Kamen Rider came back in the air, did we have Ichigo again? No, we had Kuga.
That's different. Kuga's peak.
Yeah, but Kuga like, was a new show.
Kamen Rider special. They always
it was a new hero, a new era.
Well, also from the standpoint of like Metal Hero, every show had like 3 seasons, like 3 different shows that were like all continuous. Because like they had trilogies, sure, but that wasn't for every single one of them. I thought it was for like at least 3 of them. I thought, except
for several, yes, because we did have a Space Sheriff trilogy. Yes,
yeah. So it's like I could see why maybe they want to do Gavon. Maybe they just don't want to take a risk on like something else. Like,
they've taken a risk on Gavon 5 times already, Mark.
Yeah.
This is why I'm not excited by this, because they've done Gavon. So Gavon got reintroduced with Gokaiger because it was baked into the Gokaiger lore. And that was a backdoor pilot to give us essentially a passing of the torch story to give us the Gavon movie, which didn't do jack shit. And then they also tried doing a Shider thing, and then more Gavon. The last thing that came out with Gavon was with Deca Ranger. I think it was 2018.
The Deca Ranger.
So that whole thing, the Space Squad like movie that they had, it's already been a few years. And the actor that they had gotten to essentially be new Gavon, he's 43 already. He's already aged out of the role. So OG Gavon, new Gavon are already pretty much, aged out of the role. So they would have to technically start over again. So that's where I'm like, this doesn't get me excited.
What if? No, that's not going to get excited either. I was trying to like bullshit something, and honestly, I got nothing because I'm, as much as I love Metal Hero, outside of Beef Leader, I don't know much. I just buy the merch, honestly.
Well, because the thing is, it's like I've been watching Jiraiya on Saturday nights, and Jiraiya is really good. But so accordingly, this is one of the rumor mill things. Is the crossovers that they're gonna have with this. And the second I just saw crossovers, I'm like, well, why? It's a new show, and you're already doing crossovers. I was hoping with new show we start completely fresh, and the aspect of anniversaries is done, because they've been beating that dead horse too much. But no, the rumor mill wants to go ahead and toss in that we're gonna have prospective cameos in there from specific shows. So there's gonna be other heroes, other space sheriffs, Sentai's in there, Robo heroes as the series progresses is one of the rumors.
I like that, honestly. I think it's smart because you can also use like one from a merchandise standpoint, because then I can get merch more variety. I can get some Metal Hero merch, But from the standpoint of two, they could use that as a baseline to be like, okay, what's popular? What's hitting the viewership? What are people enjoying about this? Okay, they're drawn towards, okay, they don't care about Gavon, but here's someone from B Fighter that just showed up. They're getting really popular with everybody. Let's steer the ship in that direction.
Yeah, but once again, it's like then essentially you are just making a crossover show for the sake of crossover.
Universe Heroes.
Yeah, and that
It's
in
in the
itself, and you know what? For as much as people have been gassing up that name, now it's just like the same people that are gassing that up are the same people that have been complaining that Sentai has become too anniversary driven. And then if the whole prospect of Universe Heroes is just being crossovers, I've got no hype for it.
Well, at least okay.
Because at that point, it's just self-masturbatory. It's literally is
Listen,
just
as someone who's really good at self-masturbatory, let me tell you, first off, I understand where you're coming from. That's not bad. But okay, so my complaint about Sentai being too anniversary, like I liked it when Zenkaiser did it because like I got to discover like a lot of shows that I wouldn't know. But it's like having all the Sentai gears being different. That's not. It was consistent. It's one thing when it's something called Universe Hero and it's like all your IPs compared to a named Super Sentai show, and then you're just throwing anniversary stuff all the time in there. So I can see like the difference between the two, but I could also see how it's kind of hypocritical and self-masturbatory. Actually, I just like saying that. That's actually kind of funny to say out loud. I like Metal Hero. Okay, I like the way they look. They're shiny.
Yeah, but that shiny. The thing is, the way Metal Heroes was made versus how Toei works now, I just don't know that a Metal Hero series, because essentially it's like a lot of the tropes from Metal Heroes were fundamentally absorbed by Kamen Rider and Sentai as they progressed into our current era of these shows, because a lot of the tropes of Metal Heroes are literally now part of Kamen Rider tropes.
What if they got no way to write it? What if Don Brother shows up? What if Sonone's in it?
That does nothing for me.
Really?
That does nothing for me.
Nothing at all.
My entire thing is
not one sip of water. Not one sip of water.
I'll do it for the bit, but inside, I'll be conflicted because that's the thing.
You're like, I'm committed to the bit. I don't like.
Yes, that's the thing. It's like I'm committed
to
the bit.
You're chugging it, and you got tear going down your eyes.
Meanwhile, it'll be the close up of me drinking. You just see the lone tear coming down. Oh my god! Yes, that would be
a bit. Anyways, that should be a bit regardless. Like, I'm not a dancing monkey that can just perform whenever you want. So it's like you did the soundboard. You redo the audio too, so it's all like more like bass level and like slowed down.
No, it's just gonna be that one kid going, "All around me are familiar faces."
I'll take out my piano and I'll play the music that you chug it to, and I'll do a slowed down, lower toned version of it and record it. And you'll be like, Mark made this for me for my sad Sononi music.
You can have like the cover of Hurt, like by Johnny Cash or 9 Inch Nails playing.
Oh, that's actually a good cover.
Let's see. As someone who's never seen Metal Heroes, how different is the show from, say, Kamen Rider? So the basic thing that's different, I would say, in most Metal Heroes, it's not a thing in not every Metal Heroes does this, because there's a couple that do it. But first of all, and this is one thing that I've got to say might dip into some profit margins, they don't transform using a gimmick.
Nope.
They literally just say an activation phrase and they do it. Or they don't even do an activation. They just do it. They just transform.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the case with Gavon. He doesn't really have thing. So it's like once you get into like B Fighter and B Fighter Kabuto, yes, they have changers that they use for that. But that was not really a staple when it comes to Metal Heroes. So they would essentially have to...
At the time.
What was that?
I said it wasn't really a collectible gimmick at the time. It was just there.
No.
Well, even then, yeah, the thing about transformation devices is like, sure, it's like your Sentais and your Kamen Riders had it, but even then, Sentai, when they were first starting off, they didn't really have a gimmick, because it's like you look at Go Ranger and you look at Jaka, they just changed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So there was nothing, and that just carried over for the Metal Heroes franchise in that's a. Another thing with Metal Heroes is they don't always have, giant combining robots, and if they do, they're not going to end up being a humanoid robot. Because for B Fighter, they just had a bunch of vehicles stack on top of each other, and bam, one-shot enemy, and that's it.
I thought my B Fighter stuff was over there to show, but it's not. It's over there, and I'm too lazy to get up and go get it.
However, I will say that the thing from what I've seen with a lot of, well, at least with the few Metal Heroes that I've seen, is it is definitely very good with its ensemble cast. They are very good at writing the rest of the cast and crew, including the main lead. But sometimes the show can be stolen by some of the side characters because they're just that good. Jiraiya does a good job of introducing us to a bunch of essentially what would be considered your monster of the week, which would just be a rival ninja, but they aren't defeated within those episodes usually. They are defeated, but they'll end up coming back, maybe even stronger, maybe with a different purpose or refound purpose. So different things would change on there. And in the form of B Fighter, it's like we would get the rival evil B Fighter that was thrown in there, but it would still be really good to tying into the character dynamics and the character story. So it's still really good on that aspect. So it's a lot of the character driven plot points. But once again, Metal Heroes has essentially been functionally dead since the mid 90s. So we're going 30 years without a proper Metal Hero series, and then coming back with the 5th attempt at bringing back Gavan just doesn't have me optimistic. Because once again, it's like, how many times do you got to fail to succeed? Like, they keep giving Gavan a shot, and I'm just like, at that point in time, give another Metal Heroes a shot.
Sure. Like, I'm just wondering how much of it still has to do with like the hat, because like B Fighter, because it was Big Bad Beetleborgs, is that still falling in an umbrella with like the Saban era stuff? That's like they can't, like with Power Rangers. Same with how they did like VR Troopers. Is that why maybe they picked Gavan? Because like they could be like, hey, we could put this in international. It's a loophole.
But the thing is, like, there's multiple other like Metal Heroes for them to choose from. It's not like a franchise that was only around for like a couple
the thing
years.
is, I can't speak on ones I haven't seen. Like, I should probably just open up these freaking Blu-rays and stuff and start watching them. But I'm lazy.
The thing is, I will say that Metal Heroes is quintessential 80s. It is quintessential 80s.
I love 80s. I love 80s.
Because it is that sci-fi trope that essentially was inspired by Star Wars, and essentially it inspired other mediums out west and things like that. Yep. So you see all that flavor just
inspirational with a lot of it.
And the thing is, like, I will admit, like, the Metal Hero suits are probably some of the best suits, like especially for that era. Like, I was surprised that like Metal Heroes did not. Actually, I am surprised given Kabutak and Robotak, but the suits are still like probably the highest effort I'd seen from Toei in a good while. And I feel that as with Kamen Rider coming back in the 2000s, and even I remember this from like an interview over a decade ago when someone was talking about Metal Heroes, and I remember reading somewhere one of the Toei staff going like, no, bringing back Metal Heroes would be redundant because a lot of those themes were absorbed into the other shows. You can even see it with shows like Kamen Rider Kabuto, where essentially a lot of the feel of a Metal Hero show was implemented into that show in terms of the costume design and things like that. Was more of a streamlined Metal Hero show. And it's just like, that's the thing. It's like, essentially the show would feel redundant in this day and age with all that. But with Sentai leaving, how redundant would it actually end up feeling? And with some of these other rumors, it does seem that there, at least from the rumors, that there's going to be multiple Gavans here. So it's going to end up being a team.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope this leads to other stuff coming back from other, like, so Super Riot, they've been killing it, right? But like outside of the anime, which was really good, I want like live action Gridman to come back, because they've been kind of treating Ultraman with his armor like a Gridman lately in recent years, and I'm like, I just want a Gridman. I want other Toku companies to be like, hey, let's go back to the well. When's the last time we did a live action Gridman? 1994. It's been 31 years. Let's pump out some Gridman next. Because I'm just curious, do you think the tropes of Metal Hero, because it was so ingrained in 80s like pop culture and late 70s pop culture in the US and Japan, like, do you think it would translate to modern times?
It depends.
Yeah.
And I would say the best thing that I can think of is that reboot of RoboCop that a lot of people don't like, but I actually
So good. So
I like it.
good.
Yeah. I'm like,
I'm getting
that
that
is
on
a
4K for
movie
Black
that
Friday.
everybody was talking shit about. And then when I finally saw it, I was like, why was everybody talking shit about this movie? This movie was
Fun
goddamn
fact,
great.
that and Judge Dredd.
Yes.
Both those reboots were great. Everyone shit on it. And now everyone's like, oh, why didn't Dredd get a sequel? Where's the RoboCop reboot 2 for the reboot?
And that's the thing. It's like those were reboots. Those were reboots based off of something that was quintessential 80s.
So yeah. And it worked.
And I feel that they translated to the modern times perfectly. And they streamlined those suits. Them suits looking sexy.
Oh, that what black and gunmetal like carbon fiber RoboCop suit. I was like, with the motorcycle, I was like, that is too nice, sir.
So that's why I'm like, if y'all do something like that with Metal Heroes, then I'll be like, all right, you got my attention.
Wait, hold on. Sladria, you're saying it's because it was too edgy? Do you not know what happened in the first RoboCop? How many bullets went through that man? He got shot in the dick like 10 times. He was just getting destroyed by Eric Foreman's dad. Red Foreman was not having it. He was like, I'm going to give you all these bullets. That was... And I remember they had to cut that scene down. I saw the director's cut version of that scene, and I was like, it was like 15 minutes nonstop, just bullets flying into him.
And look, I don't think that the edginess really... Because the thing is, like, anyone who lived through the early 2000s knows what being too much edge. This is a film from the 2010s. So by then, the edgy era had already passed, so it got refined. So it honestly, if the movie was made in the 2000s, it would be too fucking edgy. Like, ow, the edge. But because there was some time after the 2000s for that era to kind of go away, it's not as edgy as it would have been.
My only issue with RoboCop, the reboot, was someone as being in the IT and tech sector. Some of the IT to me, I was like, y'all could have came up with some better like naming and words and synopsis for the tech boom. But I was like, other than that, I was like, this shit's crazy.
So it's like, yeah, if you get like refined suits and it just doesn't look like, hey, we're just putting these 80 suits back over here, but we're going to put some more polish and shine on them. Because that's essentially what they did when they brought back Gavan. They were like, it's still the old suit, but it's got some more polish and shine and it's got a little bit more color to it. So y'all gonna like it.
Because the one thing is those suits are just bulky with the metal diaper. Reminds me of Robin Hood Men in Tights when she had this chastity belt. It's like someone called locksmith type. It's like if they kind of like sleek the suit a little bit more. Like, I don't know if it'll work with those bulky ass suits.
I mean, I think they could streamline it a really good bit. As long as they don't go the fabric route of Zets.
Yeah.
That would be my don't go that route. That's too much. But I'm like looking at, once again, I'm looking at that RoboCop 2014 suit. And I'm like,
has it been that long? Has it been 11 years?
It's been 11 years.
My wife just watched it the other day for the first time because I bought it on Blu-ray, and I was like, she's like, "Don't you have this?" I'm like, "No, I have the original set that they re-released." I was like, "This is the reboot." She's like, "There's a reboot." I'm like, "Yeah." And when she watches, she's like, did they make another one?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Why? That's good." I'm like, "It didn't do good. It didn't make money." I was like, she's like, "But it was so good." She's like, "I like it more than that third one you made me watch." And I'm like, "Listen, they gave him a jetpack. That's not my fault. They should never give RoboCop a jetpack."
Let me see if I can get a good shot of that RoboCop suit for people that are not, and get one that's showing that it is a practical suit and not CG, because that's another thing that
I think I had a Gavon toy when I was a kid because I'm looking at like toys of it, and I was like, I think I got one of those like at like one at a flea market or something.
look, this was 11 years ago for a movie, and I'm
That
like,
is,
It looks
it is
sick.
it is
the
definitely
helmet is so
possible
good.
to just streamline these suits and just make them a lot more form-fitting, but still sell you on the fact that it is a metal hero.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he came out with the nostalgia suit,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that was, I was like, "You got me." I was like, "You know what? I'd buy a figure of that."
It's like, yeah, you take this RoboCop suit from 2014, you just put
Make
a
it
little bit
silver.
more polish on it,
Yeah.
you put a little another more colors in it, and it's like, bam, you can't tell me it's not a metal hero. You just cover up the mouth, put a mouth plate on there, and then bam, that's it. There you go. The end.
Yeah. It, even if that had like the blue with the black, and that would like the little, make the red thing black, everything else around it silver, works. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's because like I'm going back and collecting like older merch because there's nothing new Toku related that's been like catching my eye, but it's like I kind of want a lot of these older Tokus that haven't gotten the live action treatment that kind of get either anime or other thing. I want another Guyver. I want Guyver again. I want Gridman. Like, I'm cool that Metal Heroes go back. Like, and I feel like this is one of the things where it's like if these other studios see Toei bring back Metal Hero and it's a success, maybe more others.
Yeah, but
studios
even then,
like,
it's like Toei had other Tokus that they had that weren't part of an established franchise, nor did they lead to an established franchise that they could end up bringing back, and they're just choosing not to. Because I'm like, all of Go's Youre has been backdoor piloting a return to Zubat, and that's what I would have put my money on. If they were to tell me Zubat's back, I would have been like, Go's Youre was teasing that the whole fucking time.
What if this trademark's just a movie, an anniversary movie?
I mean, it could also be just that.
But I was thinking about that because I was thinking like what throws me off is the word infinity, because we've got Mazinger got the movie that was Infinity. There's been a few others. I'm just like, what if it's just a movie that kicks off Universe Heroes?
Well, because I mean, once again, leading into some of these rumors, the Universe Hero Gavon Infinity has Gavon red, green, and blue.
There's more than one.
Yes,
It's not just one Gavon.
for this one, according to the rumor.
So is Gavon plural?
No, oh, I guess in this sake, you just can spread out.
Gavans? Gavans?
Yeah, Gavons.
So is one Gavin Gavo?
Then they all get their own mechs.
They get Robos?
According to these rumors.
Did they in the original? I know he had a car.
Ship. Yeah, the ship that transformed into the dragon.
Yeah, the ship that transformed into the dragon.
Dude, I gotta watch the show. I have the Blu-ray. You got a dragon?
Yeah. You never even seen the opening for Gavon?
No.
It's in the opening.
The opening
I
is
never
dope.
watched it.
It's
I
like
have the Blu-ray was on sale. I just bought all the.
How do you not at least see the openings? See, Mark, this is you being able to have the biggest low-hanging fruit content ever. Me reacting to all of the Metal Heroes openings for the first time.
Hold on 1 second. Let me go to that really quick. Low hate. Listen, I haven't been making content lately.
That is the low-hanging fruit
I need
content,
the
right?
low-hanging fruit. I'm gonna listen. This Shokugan video is like killing me. Like, it literally killed my computer over the weekend when I was editing. was like,
Just listen to the Gabon opening, not the full thing, the short one. It slaps really fucking hard.
I mean, most of the Metal Heroes intros are like bangers in general.
I
so.
know.
What do you mean? What the hell? Listen, chat. Okay, I work a lot, and then Battlefield 6. Like, if I didn't waste my time on Pokemon Legends Z to A, like I probably would have been able to watch stuff.
But Metal Heroes has been so dead, and you've been into Toku for how many decades now?
It was just Kamen Rider. I just got into Super Sentai like 4 years ago.
I first watched the Metal Heroes intro compilation on Real Media Player way back in the day.
I'd hate to tell you what I was watching on Real Media Player. I hate to tell you what I was watching on that back of the. Listen, I went through 3E machines via LimeWire looking at stuff, right? Like, it's bad. Like, I know I got the Blu-rays. I could just go open them and watch them. I probably will because I've been meaning to. Because my wife says I keep buying stuff and not watching them and opening them. Like, I got the stack of Criterion films, and she's like, you spent how much on Godzilla? You watching? I'm like, no. I've seen them before.
So yeah, let me look through more of what these rumors indicate.
I haven't came up with the rumors. I've just seen the
pretty much Orb just right before the stream dumped me with all these
Well, I know
these rumors that I was just like the more I kept reading, the more I'm just like they're essentially just changing Metal Heroes to being more Sentai like to replace Sentai, but then having cameo appearances from other Tokus, which once again just makes it feel like an anniversary season, and it's like it just doesn't end. It's like usually like I can expect this for like an event, but I'm just like this has been like a party that's been lasting for way too long. This has been a 5-year party that has just not stopped. It was cool that first year, but then afterwards it's just like we got to get out of here. Like what the hell?
I don't.
So in high school terms, Gav peaked in the 90s.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Gavin.
No, Galvan peaked in the 80s.
Right.
And then it tried making a comeback in the 2000s. It failed, so then he sent his son to live out his dreams, and then the son was a failure. He was trying to live vicariously through his son, and then it's just like, now your son's too old.
I'm trying to think.
We got to deal with your grandkids.
I saw the beginning of it. You might have Ash. I know he changed his handle. Toku Chris started a thread, didn't he, on X about the rumors and stuff, everything revolving Universe Heroes. Did he ever finish the thread or no?
I haven't been paying attention.
It was earlier this day in the day, and it popped up when I was like just loaded up the app, and now I can't find it because he said he was starting a thread going over all the rumors and stuff, and he said they're all rumors, but the thing is, like, he's credible with his stuff, you know.
Yeah,
like,
Chris has connections.
Yeah, he's other people. If he says something about Power Rangers or anything like that, it's like I'm like, okay, there's some weight to this.
Okay, I'm looking at his thread now.
Let's see. So is Gavan a good replacement for Super Sentai?
Probably not.
No, considering that it's been reintroduced by Super Sentai since Gokaiger, and since its reintroduction with Gokaiger, it's kept failing. Once again, this would be the 5th time that they are trying to make Gavan stick.
Now he hasn't updated it, Ash. Gavan. What if it sticks this time? What if the merch is good?
But I'm just like some of these. This is why I'm just like I need a lot of the folks, all these executive producers and big wigs at Toei, to pass the torch. Because it seems to me like there's one executive at Toei that is really a big fan of Gavan and just won't let Gavan die. It's like I'm gonna try to do it with Gavan again. It's like this, but we've done it. It's not doing anything. We keep losing money on it. What about a series? A series. Yeah, and you think that's gonna work? Well, it'll be running for a whole year. There's no way it's gonna fail if it runs for a whole year. Okay. Well, You make all the money. Okay, because that's having the news of Galvan does not excite me, because if you've kept up with this once again, fifth outing. So, but hey, if it is just a movie, sure. But then if it's a movie that segues into the new show, if it's like, hey, this is the movie, and then this will lead into Universe Heroes Galvan, then it's like, oh, okay. What if this is the youngster idea? I don't know what youngster joining Toei has nostalgia for the early 80s. They wouldn't be a youngster.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of young folk nowadays that have been
I mean,
taking the
technically, it
70s
would
and
be a
80s
youngster by their sakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I hit him with the back of my day.
Sorry, Slay just hit me with the cast images for the new Garo, and I see Orb sent that to me earlier, but then it's like Clotho's back.
Yeah, but you see those Extreme Vanguard that toy link I sent? You see them toys? Them toys looking clean.
Let me see what you got here.
I have to hit up a pre-order. Also, I was at my comic shop today, Zio, and Blockies dropped Saint Seiya stuff. Blind boxes in the full-size ones that are this big. And they're not based on the anime, they're based on the manga. And they look so good. I was sitting there and I was like, I already dropped 100 on comics. I'm sitting there holding them and I'm like, do I buy these? But then they had Ultraman ones also, and I'm like, do I buy those? So I didn't buy any.
Only $55, and that's probably even with the tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
God,
that's the full price right there. Right. Yeah, they're treating us good.
Well, let me go ahead, sign in, add to cart. And,
and there's two, and look at the accessories you get too. I was like, damn. But they have they only have 2 for right now.
Like I already got the belt pre-ordered for Batar. Yeah. I was showing people the commercial for that right before we played that final episode on Sunday. I was like, that is CSM quality for
so
$90.
They have Batar and they have Tamir for figures right now. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pre-order both. $55. And that's not even the deposit, that's the full payment. I was like, and they're coming out in December. And they look too good. The amount of hand accessories, I was like, you know what? I was like, screw it. I was like, I'm gonna get them.
Man, they cranked out those toys quick.
Yeah, apparently, because it's from it's with Core Metal, and it sounds what we'll say Zongdong Toys.
Zongdong.
Yeah, like listen. This is why I don't do YouTube videos and shorts about stuff, because when I can't. I'm 39, but I have the maturity of like a 12-year-old. But they have their action figures are so good. They do a lot of Marvel ones. Ash, you would love the Marvel ones they do. They're
Zongdong.
Yeah, if you just go to ZD, or I'll just give you the website in private. Like I'm hoping this company would do more toys.
Oh wait, I found the website.
Yeah, they have some good Marvel ones. Yeah, and their price point, and they're on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
So I have a
lot of stuff sold out, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's they're really good. So I was like, this is them getting into Toku. So I'm like, well, they could do the whole thing like Blockies does and this and that. Just name it something else, like they do with the Transformers toys, and give me some other Toku stuff, because they're only 7-inch figures, but the articulation's great. The quality
on this website.
Yeah, they're 7 inches.
Made a mistake by going on tokullectibles, because then it recommended me this Optimus Primal Beast Wars Universe Edition for $265, and then I looked at that detail.
Oh no, I saw that, and then I saw the Also, I did pre-order the metal build Kamen Rider 01. I will have regrets when I get it early next year because it's $300 freaking dollars because it weighs so much because it's a metal build. I hope they don't do more because I will not be able to afford it because the Gundam metal builds are like $500 or $600 just because they weigh so damn much. Shipping is insane.
What anime figures do they have when they have them? Let's see, Dragon Ball.
But
they're
yeah,
just random figures. Okay.
I always
They
check
sell the
pre-order.
Ichiban figures. That's cool.
Yeah.
Because I've got the Goku one behind me. Oh wait, yeah, the Goku one over there in the Artric outfit.
I also pre-ordered the Stargate SG-1 resin statue because I love Stargate, and there's never any Stargate merch.
All right, so back to some more of these Gavon rumors here.
Oh, there's more.
Reading more into it, I guess it's more than just the other. There's more. Okay, so besides red, blue, and green, there's also supposed to be white and black Gavons.
Might as well make it a team.
A Sentai, if you would.
Basically, it's just metal Sentai, armored Sentai. That's all it is.
It's like, hey, we want to have these armored suits, and remember about those production woes we were talking about when it came to Sentai being too expensive to produce, which is why we need to make a new show. Yeah, we ain't fixing that anytime soon. We're just putting a new coat of paint on it. Essentially, is what they're doing. Let's see, because red and blue are independent rangers, but both have a tribalistic / shamanic style of magic. More nature-oriented compared to the white and black's more traditional magic. So I see that the rumor is still based off of magic from that Sentai series from before the name changes, which is once again where I start getting like, they're really sticking with this next show is going to be magic-based. Green is wild, and his kaiju mecha is a dinosaur. While blue is sea-oriented and her kaiju mecha is marine creature. Well, I mean, blue.
That's boring. I like dinosaurs.
As far as I have seen, there are no elements involving other elements involved other than the powers of kaiju use. Could be that because of that their colors. Oh my god, the sentence structure. Could be. I'm just going to rephrase it. Could be because of their colors and the whole element thing that was misinterpreted. So essentially, they're saying that the original rumors, might have been misinterpreted, and now they're okay. Yeah, God, I hate reading rumors.
Because when it comes to rumors, it's always just like, all right, it's a rumor, but it's like, what's the source? It's like the trust me, bro source. It's like, no. That's why it's like, unless anything's officially announced, I'm not gonna put any weight into it. I'm not gonna, it's because like I can go out there right now and on a burner account and be like, hey, this is the rumor, this and that, and then I can just retweet it from my main account and tag people like, hey guys, like, look at this source that said this.
Good, because the big reveal is either going to be from Toei finally putting some shit out themselves, which they haven't really.
Yeah.
Or from Television, which is normally how it ends up hitting. Is like, here's your December edition of Television. Here's a silhouette of our next hero.
Come back next month.
I'm just wondering because the new TV magazine is about. Well, I'm about to get it and get my phone call next couple of days to pick it up because it comes with like Capsium. But I'm curious from a scan standpoint if like because the magazine got slightly delayed, if it's because the news user situation.
They had to edit her out of all of the photos.
Curious, like because sometimes magazine scans sometimes will give stuff away, but not always because they have to like clear it. But I'm like, it's just
someone's got the original print somewhere,
right? Like everyone was losing it, going over like what was going to happen after Super Sentai up until hours before the trademark dropped. It was like rumors nonstop, and honestly, I think But there's only one or two things ever talking about Gavan. Everything else was like something else. Like, oh, we're getting like the magic thing is the only thing I heard before. And I still hear it, but it's like I still haven't seen anything that would give validity to that.
The thing is just like with all of the folks really getting into the universe heroes thing, my big problem is that Toei can't do a shared universe like Subaraya does.
No.
And doing something that is implied a shared universe between all these heroes, they can't do it. They're not going to be able to do it. And it's like each iteration is going to muddy the waters for the last and vice versa, nonstop going forward. And it just kills all the continuity in there. It's just like, the thing is, that is the trope of the modern era is people love a multiverse. They love a continuity. They love canon. And if that's what they're trying to do, y'all need to start over fresh, completely. Not just like, let's take all these pre-established things and imply they were together. And I'm like, that's usually your crossover films where you do that. And then it still doesn't make sense. Especially when you tie it into the show.
I go back to it just because it could make sense from the standpoint of how they did it with Zenkaiser, where it was different like worlds in one universe type thing. Like that could work, but it's like the Ultraman shared universe thing. Let's face it, it's not as solid and clean as everyone thinks it is. Like
no, it's not, but it's better than whatever the fuck Toei's got because they contradict themselves every fucking time.
Oh yeah, no. But my thing is like, I was gonna say, and I agree with you. If it is gonna be shared universe, this has to be a clean slate type of deal because you can't. There's a lot of stuff you won't be able to explain why it'd be in a shared universe.
Yeah,
like it'd be very confusing.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like we knew, at least in terms of OG Kamen Rider, at least the Showa era, fit within that universe in itself. Once we got to Heisei, you could make an argument that Heisei up until Blade made sense. Blade kind of ruined it.
Wow.
You know why Blade ruined it? Because Blade gave us another origin story.
Listen, I know because the whole board and the rider system, I understand that. But if Blade's your first Kamen Rider you ever watched, but not.
Because the thing is, like, Kuga is still implied to take place within the Showa universe, and then Agito being a sequel, but Agito also gave us an origin of the species storyline. And then Ryuki all happens within a mirror universe, so once again, that could still happen within that same continuity, just, everything going on within Mirror World and all that crap, and then all the resets and shit, so what the fuck? Phi still deals with human evolution, in this case, forced human evolution, so it still ties into the Agito portions of things, but then Blade comes around and it's just like, we've got a new origin of the species, and it's just like, well, there we go, now we can't tie anything into this again.
It's not their fault, okay? They changed the halfway point of that show. When everything changed completely, it's still a great show. But from that standpoint, yes. I just, even if they try and say everything's like a shared universe, I just kind of like, I just take every show, whether it's Super Sentai or Kamen Rider, just show to season, that's its own bubble. Because Zio happened. Kamen Rider Zio is a show that happened. We don't need to. That's trash.
Yeah, the issue with Kabuto's storyline, and it doesn't even have to do with the storyline, it has to do with a certain cameo that happens within Kabuto, is if you watch Kabuto, there's a specific episode in which Kamen Rider Ichigo from Kamen Rider the First makes an appearance, implying that essentially Kabuto and Kamen Rider Kamen Rider the First happened within that continuity, if you want to go that way. So it's kind of hard to be like, hey, Kabuto is part of the, also can tie into show. It can't, because there's another Ichigo in there within the show. And then Sentai, the problem with Sentai is they've also been doing anniversaries out the ass, and then with like Gokaiger had their explainer, and then Zenkaiger had their explainer, and their explainer was different from Gokaiger. So it's like, well. And then every time that a lot of these shows have their crossover events anyway, it's still like, yeah, I don't know who the fuck these guys are. It's like, so you mean you guys had these big fights going on all over, and y'all don't know who the fuck these guys are? Okay. This is where I will give Power Rangers at least some credit. At least when they did their crossovers, it made sense. It felt like lived in universe. But then the Power Rangers guy leaves. You see, at least the transition from In Space to Lost Galaxy, it's just like, I can understand how they built a fucking space station within that period of time after, KO-35 people came into Earth and probably shared their technology and all that shit. And y'all went to discover those other worlds that, we barely revisit ever again. Then we get Lightspeed Rescue. Which I don't hate. Saw someone put out a video recently saying Lightspeed Rescue, the most hated Power Ranger season. I'm like, what?
I saw that on my algorithm.
Yeah, and I was like,
I was like, why is that here? I don't watch Power Ranger content. And then I'm like, it's because I watched Ash's videos.
So, anything else when it comes to the Gavon stuff?
No. It's what I was saying where I'm like, until we get like a trailer or a poster or something, it's just a name reveal.
But even then, it's just like, if it's still just more Gavon, I'm like, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
It's not something. If it was like a name that's just a brand new name that I just have never seen before, and I'm just like, oh, what the hell is this? I don't know this name. Then I'd be like, now you've got my interest. But it's just like, it's Gavon again.
You're like, I just hope whatever it is, like, it works out. Like, I obviously never want a show to fail unless it's like something I hate, and then I'll prey on its downfall. But in that, it's like I don't want shows to fail. I don't like Eddie Toku could end up being someone's first Toku and that gateway for them into enjoying Toku. So I'm always like, please be good. Don't fuck it up, Toei. And then I'm like, well,
but the problem is, it is 1.2s.
Yeah, they probably see those 1.6s, 1.2s, and only like 2 1.8s in their billion yen quarterly sales from Bandai, and they're just like, you know what? We need Super Sentai making us no money. We need some money.
That's why I'm also like, why are you guys still chasing after like this, invisible figure that's just not there? It's like, you got a good thing with Rider. It's still making you money, and you got that pretty much in the male demographic toys. Make something that's female oriented. Make a female oriented like Toku. Just do that.
I mean, we say it every other week, but prequel live action when?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just like, just do that. Like, I wouldn't be adverse to it, especially if you get someone that's very well versed at writing like shoujo content, that type of stuff. The thing is, it's like some of my favorite animes are shoujo, so I'm like, usually they do really good storytelling within those to offset from the suit design and things like that. So it's like, just go that route. But they won't, though, because they got a bunch of old men like over there rocking the Toei production. So outside of that, I got some more thing. Who's excited for the re-release of a CSM again? Hooray! Kuga's Arkle is getting re-released. It's the 25th, the version 25. in 25 years since Kuga. Joe Odagiri coming back? No? Okay. Though with the price of everything now just being up, I'm not gonna get it. No point. Though the other thing that he shared with me is that Revice is finally getting a novelization.
Oh wow.
And it's a what if scenario. What if Daiji became Revice instead?
Yeah, I don't care.
And you know what's even weirder about that is that we all know how the demons work in Revice, right? So in the cover, it shows just Revi and Vice.
Would it be Kagero in the other?
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, why would Kagero transform into looking like Vice?
So it'd be live and evil.
No, but he's using the belt. So essentially, it's like he would. In my head canon, if it was Daiji using the Revice driver and he transforms into looking like Revi, then Kagero would end up looking like essentially a dark version of Revi. Because that's
it would have the same suit, just different color schemes.
Yeah, it would just be a palette swap to a darker color scheme.
Yeah.
As opposed to just looking like Vice, because that's weird. So yes, it's a giant what if scenario. But it's still not like what if Revice was good. I'm like, if that was the case, then you should have given me the Kamen Rider Veil manga or the novel.
Dear Gaga, a novelization.
I will burn all the copies. I will make sure that gets delisted quickly. Just give me a Daddy Genta like novel.
Dude, Revice Legacy Veil, a novelization. Expand on it more. I need everything after that ended. I needed more. I need to know why he picked a bathhouse when Mama Igarashi's making that top tier dumpling curry, and you guys are just picking to be a spa instead of a curry house. Like that dumpling curry. Like I learned how to make it. I made it one time.
No, they're trying to get people wet. What are you talking about? Of course they wanted to be a spa.
Listen, you don't think good curry won't get you wet?
Yeah, but this time
curry's not dry.
It's going to get you completely moist, and they get you undressed because it's steamy.
It's a good point. It's a good point. That's why they always had a mop and bucket in the OP video.
Yep. And they're all smiling while they're doing it, too.
I know.
Like, the first time I saw the Revice open, I'm like, man, these folks just cheesing as they're out here just, like, cleaning the floor, wiping. It's like, yeah, we're getting all that sweat off. What if Decade had a plan? Oh, my God, don't get me started on Decade. I'm still like, that is a very flawed season. It did what it needed to do, essentially, which was just offset Rider from Sentai, just so they could offset those toy sales. But at the same time, like, did that really help? Because I'm just like, ever since then, I'm like, even the Sentai numbers have dropped down. So they were like, oh, Kamen Rider and Sentai starting and ending around the same time is cannibalizing each other's toy sales because debut toys, power-up toys, and all that stuff would come around the same time. If we off-sync them, then we can offset the calendars and we can, like, maximize profit margins. Great. Let's do it. How'd it work out? Sentai's canceled. Great. That didn't work out. It's like, I wonder if they had the power of hindsight. It's like, would they have pulled a Decade?
Yeah.
Because it seems like Decade didn't fix the problem they had. Their problem was with whatever the fuck they were doing with Sentai. And they continued down that path. Let me check out these ZD toys that you sent out, though. Ooh, these do look good. All right. So, I mean, hour 35 minutes. Not too bad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at, there's been no like new toys.
And the
Like,
thing is,
there's
it's just
nothing.
like with Black Friday coming up next week, I don't think we're gonna end up doing a stream anyway, just because people
That
are
shit
gonna
already
be
started on
shopping.
Amazon.
And the thing that I'm gonna be doing is I'll be doing a very long live stream on Twitch that day, because I'm going to watch and rank every Kamen Rider first episode.
Ooh.
So starting at 10 a.m. Eastern time on Twitch on Friday, next Friday, I'll essentially I won't be going in order. I'll be going literally just spinning the wheel and watching every Kamen Rider's first episode, and ranking them purely on how the first episode goes. Even with the seasons that I've seen, I'm only going to judge it based off of, is this a good first episode? Is this the episode that would sell me on the series or not?
Mm-hmm.
But it's also going to be throwing in there a couple of curveballs, because yes, Saban's Masked Rider is going to be in there. And yes,
no.
Kamen Rider Dragon Knight is also going to be in there, with
That's
me
not bad.
not having seen that at all. But I did download the episodes earlier today.
Oh, I have the whole show.
However,
Put it on Google Drive for you if you want.
well, this is the thing. I'm gonna need some subs, because I did find it with the Japanese voiceover.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
I got the full English.
I got the English, but it also has the option to switch it to the Japanese.
Oh, where you right click and switch. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just like, ooh, but there's no subtitles, and I'm like, oh, if I could get the subtitles on there, then that would be the version I would want to like play.
Are you using VLC?
Not usually for the streams, no.
If you use VLC for it, you could technically select the English subtitles with it and switch the audio to Japanese, and it'll keep the English subtitles.
But the
From
thing
the
is that
English
there's no subs that are on the file itself.
Oh, it does have. Okay,
Oh,
mine.
no, yeah.
Mine
Yeah,
doesn't have
no,
the
it's pretty
Japanese
good as
audio,
well.
but mine has English subs with the English version.
The only way would be if I run it through Adobe and essentially have it
Yeah.
auto-generate subs, and
That's-
then re-encode the file with those subs on there.
That's a lot of work for one episode.
So yeah, it'll be those thrown in there. Black Sun's gonna be in the mix. Hey, I'm gonna watch Black Sun episode 1 again. Hooray!
Ugh.
Amazon's episode 1 gets thrown in there.
It's
Nothing
maybe
like
episode 1.
Outsiders is not considered its own
Yeah, it's
series.
not.
It's side content, and the movies from the 90s don't count, because once again, they're movies.
Mhm.
They literally go through their entire plot in that movie.
I was
There's no
saying,
episode 1.
You have to watch the first minute of every movie.
At least with each Kamen Rider series, episode 1 is on their actual YouTube page on the Toei.
I'm still gonna illegally get those, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. No.
I've already have most of them on my drive anyway. There's just a handful that I gotta get, and that's about it.
Mhm.
Dragon Knight was the one that I was just like, God damn, let me find this. And then I found it in like 2 seconds, and I was like, man, this is gonna take forever to download. 5 minutes later, oh, it's complete. Oh, okay. I was very much in the like, God, I'm not gonna be able to get all of these shows.
Mm.
So that's gonna be a fun long stream for that one. So I'm not anticipating that we'll be doing a stream next Friday night anyway, because obviously we know Gozu's having a recap, and as the more we talk about Zets, the least we talk about Zets. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch up. I think I see my work schedule's like once before Thanksgiving. I think I'm gonna pick a day and I'm just gonna literally stream and watch on Twitch or Kick, depending on what I decide, all the episodes that are available. Just sit down, force yourself to binge it, and just get it over with.
But the question is, how high will you be?
Very,
Okay.
sir. You don't listen. Okay, I'm gonna peel back the curtain. Okay, while working on this I don't want to say documentary. It's just a deep dive video. I had to do some reshoots, and I was trying to finish piece by piece, and I'm labeling it part 1, so I'm going to add them all together, do the transitions between each chapter section, and then render it. But I was in the middle of editing one, and I was like, crap, I got to reshoot this. And I was like, but I'm really high. But I'm going to forget to reshoot this. Wait, I don't do math. Are you kidding me?
It's not math.
That's horrible. Yeah. Listen, I would be a lot skinnier, okay? I'm a POC.
And
a
he's
person
got
of
all his
calories.
teeth.
I'm a person of calories, okay? I can't do math. So I was like, I got to reshoot this really quick because I'll forget what I want to change. Completely high. So halfway through the scene, you just see me normal. Then, of course, there's a little pause where I'm not saying anything because that's tradition. And then just my eye, like, so I cut all that. And then, but you just see it where I'm like talking like this. And I'm just like, yeah, that is it. And then it goes back to me like this. And I'm like, you know what? At least but like, I had it there. So at least now I'm going to go through and reshoot it like normal. I'm actually going to reshoot the whole scene now. And then there were some audio issues because I actually went to a Japanese supermarket and filmed in a candy toy aisle with permission because I'm not an asshole. I went up and I was like, oh, the manager here. I was like, I just want to film. And I told him what I was doing. He's like, you know about Shokugan? And I'm like, yeah. Like, because I'm not a lot of Americans, like not a lot of people of this complexion go to this store.
I mean, he just have a jacket and just be like,
no, he was really chill because I told him I was like, I don't want to be rude or disrespectful. I was like the candy toy, I was right there. I was like, can I just like film something there for like 30 to like a minute? I'm not gonna set up a light and like a tripod or anything like that. I just want to like film. He's like, oh yeah, you don't. He was like really polite about it. He's like, because I guess they get a lot of people doing TikToks and stuff going on like, oh, look at these noodles and this new limit. He's like, no one ever asks. He's like, you're the first person who's ever asked. And I'm like, oh, I just don't want to be rude and start filming in someone's store, you know?
I mean, that's the proper way to go about it. I mean,
people
I have to build relationships with store management all the time with my job.
Yeah.
So
no, because I see it happen all the time, especially out for some reason Target, like because of Stranger Things. Because everyone's like filming the Stranger Things sections and all stuff that's coming out, and I'm just like, I walk through someone, they're like, "Oh, I'm filming." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm shopping," and they had the camera going. I was like, "Why are you talking like you're gonna buy this stuff? You don't even have a basket or a cart." And I just like went over and I grabbed one of the things that was the last thing on the shelf. They're like, "Oh, well, I was filming that." And I'm like, "Were you gonna buy it?" They're like, "No." I'm like, "All right, I'm buying it," and I'm like, "Now it's not on the shelf."
it ruined the continuity of their video. They're gonna make the cut, and it's just like, where'd that figure go?
Yeah, I just like I hate filming. I don't like IRL. Like living in San Diego sucks because a lot of people IRL stream and a lot of people vlog, and I get it. It's nice here. I pay the sunshine tax. Like I live, I could short drive maybe on a walk to the beach. I'm not going to give my direct location, but it's like I hate it so much. And everyone always says like, "Oh, why don't you do a haul?" Because I buy a lot of stuff at Book Off. A lot of my stuff I don't buy online. I go find in Japanese stores and this and that. Like I don't want to do that stuff. I think it's rude, and and I just hate it. So that's why I was like, yeah, when I get the stuff. And I did one haul video at Bandai's flagship gunplow store, and I was like, I never released the footage from being in the thing because I was like, well, I accidentally got people in frame, and I even went up to him like, hey, I was filming, and like you walked by. I'm like, I'm sorry, like I'll blur your don't worry, I'm gonna blur it out. And then I was like, man, that's a lot of editing. I'm just not gonna put the footage in. I was like, I'm not trying to edit. Listen, I'm not. This is the most editing I've ever done for a video. It's crazy, and I hate it. I hate every second of it. And I still came up with a thumbnail, and it's been a week since we were talking on VC. Have not came up with a thumbnail yet. Still, I'm just like, the video will be done, and I'll be sitting there like, I'm just gonna take a screenshot of the freaking video and just put it up and put like the Shokugan logo. I'm like, I don't have time for this.
I mean, I've seen people put up some very shitty thumbnails, and then they still get like all the clicks. So
have you not seen the thumbnails on my channel? Have you not seen my thumbnail? Like at least I got
your videos don't even get recommended to me anymore.
What videos? I don't put up videos anymore. My last video. What was my last video? Let's see. Because I put up some shorts because I don't want to milk making a whole video about a trademark.
Like I'll get and I know a lot of folks have been doing that,
bro.
But it's like for me, it's like it'll usually be Ash's thumbnails and then Dawsum's and then a couple of other folks' shorts just showing up.
I couldn't find the strength to talk about a trademark. I was like, I don't even care about Gavin, so I'm just going to be phoning it in.
I put 3 videos up in October, so it's been over a month. It's been basically a month since I've done a video. That's why, because I'm like, there's been no toy announcements on the blog. I haven't really done much.
The other thing is just like, being out of not making videos for a while, and then you try getting back in. It's a little bit of it, like it's not really a relearning curve. It's like a rewiring curve
Yeah.
of like, let me get back into this mode. So that's another thing. It's like, especially for me, it's like I'm trying to crank out 4 scripts and trying to shoot it all at one time. So it's just like I'll start writing one script because I had this earlier. It's like I was writing, I was working on the Gavu script, and then afterwards, just like my mind started lingering to Gozuju, and I was like, nah, I got to put this thought to paper. So let me go ahead and shift over to another tab, start typing up on this one. And then it's just like, it's just a giant clusterfuck. It's just like, oh, I just had a good idea for a bit. Let me go on Amazon. Let me start ordering all these fucking clothes.
I'm still doing content because I still do my podcast, but I just been doing audio, not video. But for me, it's just like I haven't doing content, and it's like I get in that headspace like, do I even need to make a video? Like, or should I go like let me go play some more freaking Rune Factory?
To be fair, like I will say, for argument's sake, for some folks, this year's been a pretty good year for gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Like in terms of the easy
last couple months?
distractions when it comes to video games is pretty hard not to excuse. Like I'm just like, you either have no taste in games this year, if you were still able to like do shit on the regular and not be like, I gotta play some of these games.
I'm about to play Expedition 33 a second time because I found a physical copy on PS5 finally in the wild at like Book Off. So I was like, I don't have to play this on PC on Game Pass. I have a physical PS5 copy. I'm like, oh, I'm about to play this again on my big TV.
I'll probably end up buying Digimon Time Stranger because I got YouTube paid.
It's on sale. It's on
not
sale
for
right
me.
now. Yeah, if you
still
can't you proxy buy it like if you make a US PlayStation account?
No, Steam will fucking no. I was gonna get it on Steam.
Oh. I wonder if I gift it to you. Can I gift it to you with the US price?
Probably.
We'll look into it because that game you have to play. And you have to buy the $7 DLC. Get those outer dungeons.
Yeah. Like I want to get on Steam because that's where I mostly play games on these days.
Sorry, I had to be a smart ass in the comments.
I gotta get Dispatch. Still.
Yes.
So I haven't touched that.
I will gift you Dispatch on Steam if you gift me Digimon on Steam.
Everyone keeps saying like buy, and I'm like, I gotta like. I don't play PC games. The only PC games I'm playing right now.
Dispatch is on PlayStation. Dispatch is on PlayStation.
Because I'm playing Uma Musume right now. Like that's the only Steam game I have. I think it's the only Steam game I have installed.
I got that. I played Peak with some folks on the server. That was fun.
Peak is so much fun.
I played that. I want to get Arc Raiders.
I keep saying that I don't know what it's about. I guess it's another shooter.
It's like a PvE like extraction. Remember? Do you ever play what the fuck's that game called? It's from Ubisoft.
Siege.
No, there's only 2 of them. It was like where like New York was like all like blah blah blah.
The Division.
Yeah, it's like the Division where you go in the extraction zone and you get loot and then you gotta extract it. But it's PvE where other players can kill you and take your loot. It's an extraction shooter.
That sounds like
Rust. I don't get this. What? So, Edison Kelly is asking, why didn't I make a video about Galvan Infinity? I don't grift.
They said that to Ash. Ash, why didn't you make a Galvan Infinity video?
I said that 2 minutes earlier.
I know why. I know you said why, but apparently they didn't hear it, so I'd let you stay louder for the rest of the class.
Because it's a trademark. Yeah, that's cool, but I have no attachment to Gab. I know I'm a Toku guy, but I have no attachment to Gab. I'd be phoning it in. It is exciting. It is cool that it is kind of a shakeup that it's not Sentai of the trademark that dropped, but
it's a pre-established property. It's nothing really new to speculate about.
Yeah, like I know of Gab. I know about Gab. I just have no attachment to Gab.
You mean Gavan?
Gavan, sorry. Force have it.
I was about to say it's just like that show was good up until a point. What are you talking about? Who is K? Where is K? I will always question K.
Listen, that was such a horrible plot hole. Especially zooming in on the screen of the computer screen at the end of that.
Yeah,
it's not even. It wasn't even something subtle.
Yeah.
Never
But
gonna
Mark,
get
you
cake.
should
How's
play.
Kakarot eating the oranges? Same question. Like every season, there's a freaking big
But
contest.
Mark,
Gav is
you
still
should
good.
play
It's
this
still
match.
good, but
Yeah,
it
it's really
still didn't like the landing was still it went with a whimper.
But Mark, you should play Dispatch because you'll be given 2 very difficult choices to make, and I want to
It's
know what
about
choice
someone
you
dying. It'll be easy choice. I'm always good with choosing people dying in games. I'm like, I don't care.
Or is it between 2 waifus?
Ooh,
make. 2
that's
waifus.
horrible.
It's 2
No.
waifus.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I knew that would be the difficult choice for Mark. You got to choose between 2 different waifus.
I'm gonna have to start keeping track of stats while I play the game just in case. I'm gonna flip a coin. That's like the
No,
worst.
they give you the stats at the end of the episode.
That's why I
That was
hated
me playing
like,
those
Mass Effect.
visual novel games way back in
Oh.
like the 2000s, playing like Secret Wives Club.
Mhm.
Ain't nobody you gotta know about that one.
Waifu Island.
Yeah, I need to do my second playthrough because I got one of them, but I need to do the other one, and then I need to do another like a third one where I don't pull any of the chicks.
You don't want to pull any?
Yeah, I think that's an option. I don't know if it was a meme someone made or it's I
That's
don't
a
know.
horrible option. One is better than none.
Yeah.
Now, vice versa, you should be able to get all of them harem style. That's what I'm about.
Yeah.
How much is this batch?
45.
Awesome.
It's 45 Australian dollars.
Let's see.
$29.99. That's not
Oh,
bad.
that's not bad at all. Shit, I'm gonna buy it right now. Wait, let me just make sure there's not like a deluxe edition with like extra shit in it. Because if there's something with extra shit in it, I'll get the extra shit. Oh, there is. So it comes with a
I think it's just the soundtrack.
It's $10 and you get a comic and a soundtrack. I don't need that then.
Yeah.
Also, the argument being made, and the thing is, I had this argument right after watching the Galva finale. I was like, you know what? As much shit as I give Gatchard, the ending fight was better. The ending fight was better. Not the ending in general, but I will say the ending fight was better.
Oh shit! It's like look at all these celebrities that did voices, and it's like Moist Critical.
Yes, it's a bunch of YouTubers and shit, content creators.
YouTubers and
Aaron
anime
Paul.
voice actors as well.
And Aaron Paul.
Yeah,
from
Aaron
Breaking Bad.
Paul's the main character as well. So it's like Moist Critical, Laura Bailey, Travis
Wait a
Willingham.
minute. You may also like Fresh Women season 2. What is?
Oh, like scroll down for me as well.
Don't click on it, Ash.
I'm not going to click on it. I've seen those games in my Steam suggestion as well.
I've never seen one of these pop up in my suggestions before.
Oh my god, you have missed out. There are some fucking bangers that are offensively bad.
In the Taboo University.
There's so many taboo games that Steam like recommends when they come out and they get on the new and trending page. There's one that I'm going to send you a screenshot for now, Mark. Oh, wait, Mark's in his book. Oh god, oh god.
Why? This is VR? Oh shit.
I'm debating whether I want to
Close
get
Steam.
it for
Close
PlayStation
Steam.
5 or do I want
I'm
to
in
get
danger. I need an adult. I've seen some things.
I'm gonna send you a screenshot, Mark, from a game that was like recommended to me on Steam years ago. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Should never clicked on it. Why'd you let me do that?
Where is it? Let's see if I can find it.
Is there a way to hide your play history from like your friends list on Steam?
Yeah, I think there is. You can remove the game because I bought like one of those waifu games as a joke.
I don't want it to be like that because I got some people who work at like video game studios and like game journalists that I've been friends with that are like, they're like, oh yeah, Mark, he's a degenerate. They'll be talking about me the way J. Jonah Jameson talks about Spider-Man. They're like, he's a menace. It's all his fault. Look at him, he's robbing a bank. No, he's returning the money because he took it first. It's like,
yeah, I got no crazy recommendations like you did on that. So
I never did. I've never seen it before. I just scrolled to the bottom of Dispatch and it was just, you may also like, and it was just titties.
Well, I'm gonna send you another one.
Yeah, no,
so-
not for me. It was just like, here's Boulder's Gate, here's Fractured Butthole.
No, that's what it
here's
said.
Date
It said,
Everything.
here's Boulder's Gate 3, and then it said titties. And then it said more titties. And then titties with handcuffs.
Yeah, no, I
And I'm
got
like,
none of that. So I think you've bought other things on Steam.
I have
that
not,
you
sir.
aren't,
I will
alluding
show
to.
my Steam.
I think you
library of
have
purchased
gotten
and
more on
installed.
Steam than
No.
you are properly alluding
No.
to.
Listen, I may have 165 hours of Uma Musume played on Steam because I also play on my phone.
Right.
But I swear, my Steam list right here, installed and not installed, it is squeaky clean. It's squeaky clean. I had to check one of those was questionable in the name, and I was like, "No, wait." I was like, "No, that's not a bad one."
All right,
It's just a
Mark,
weird
check
name.
Discord. I'm about to send you these recommendations that I
I'm
had
not playing
a
them,
while
sir.
ago.
I'm
Do you
making
know
a
what-
second Steam account.
The screenshots that I took from years ago. Don't worry, you're not
Oh my
opening
God.
anything up on Steam.
Years ago, sir.
Yeah.
Wow. What the
Um,
fuck? No.
Oh, I forgot that was not.
What? How is it? First off, very positive for the reviews. I question
Yeah.
it. They also said it's casual games. When I could see the little screenshots, at least you moved it over to like a sensible screenshot and not the one to the left of it. I don't know the correlation between those two things.
Can I get a screenshot as well? So just leave everyone in
please,
the dark.
please. I
Yeah.
want to see you to react to this live.
This was like recommended to me many years ago.
I'm upset. Because I'm intrigued by it now. Yeah, see? Like there's no correlation between those two things.
I legally cannot say these words on stream.
One of those
So there's yeah. Wow. Okay.
I
I think
Did you
there
see
were
the
more than one
screenshots
as
that are
well.
like below it when it says the other things you could view, like the one to the left of it. I was like, why is that there? What the hell? What game is this? I was
I like that
that's-
the reviews are very positive.
That's what it said.
77.
77 degenerates have played that game.
That's outrageous.
No, there is no way to splice up the wording, unless
No.
like no, there's no no.
But the game is marked as adult only, just so you
Did
guys
you
are aware.
believe that they
Well, I
made a
would
sequel?
think so. What?
They made a sequel because I just looked up
Does
the
it take
game.
place in Argentina?
On the moon?
Let's see where it takes place
What?
in.
Did you send Zio the second one that you just sent me? Because that also is very
No.
positive.
No.
Send that one.
I-
Send that one to him.
All right.
Because what, Ash? What the hell is going on in Australia?
I don't know.
I want your hard drive check. I want to know what you've been Google searching. Like, wait for Zio's reaction.
This is a special kind of freak, I guess. I mean,
Dude, like, listen, I remember what I was like in the early 2000s, but that's just. Yeah. 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 It's in 3D too.
Steam
I'm looking at the
It's in 3D.
screenshots.
Yes, the
Oh
screenshots
my
are
god,
bad.
the screenshots underneath. Oh
Mhm.
my Jesus Christ. Oh,
The next time someone says anything about me playing an anime girl game that's even not even because like that's either teen or mature rated, I'll be like, listen, go to Steam.
oh my god.
I'm gonna send that screenshot to them. I'll be like, you cannot say shit. Because that exists. Someone said, what if we make this as a game? And the fact that it has 55 reviews, but that's still 55 people that spent money on it.
Yeah.
And you can't stream it. So it's not like they bought it to troll or
Yeah,
do memes
that's the
about.
thing.
They
You
bought it for
cannot stream this.
entertainment.
there was
bought
devs
that.
that put hard work and passion into those games and
They
thought,
put
I'm going to
something
play
into it.
16.
Listen,
I mean, the Nintendo eShop had some really weird games. on
That
it. I
not
don't think
those
they-
were puzzle games, sir. Those were puzzle games.
Those are
They
puzzles
just
or like
have cleavage
like
shots.
Bejeweled style ones.
I was going to say like
those
those
were
like,
not
phone,
that. They were
those
not.
phone book games with like
is it 3D?
Japanese AV stars. It was like the Yakuza mini games, but then
Listen, there's nothing on any other eShop, PlayStation Store, Xbox, Game Pass that is even remotely close to that. Either one of those. The first one, honestly, I'm more upset about the first one. I really am, because like that's a weird.
You know
combo.
what? I'm even more like thinking in my head now. Someone
Mhm.
gets one of those that new Steam machine, gets it up on the big screen, and bam, pops in that second game.
I was at Costco today, right? And I almost bought one because it was on sale. They had the haptic vest with the speakers for games, movies, and that. And I'm just like, and I don't know if I was like, I kind of want to get that for like Battlefield 6. That'd be cool to like stream Battlefield, to have that on. She's like, yeah. And then I was thinking in my head, I'm like, Uma Musume, Hyperdimension. I was just stuff. Now I'm seeing these. I'm like, there's probably fools that got that vest and are wearing it, playing stuff like that. I don't even. This is the shit people should be boycotting. Like
the fact that these games exist is a whole different. But then again, I put nothing past the internet.
I mean, like the second game probably just has a lot of like pre-rendered 3D assets you can just purchase for like Unity in like Unreal 4, but like that's just shame on you, Ash.
That just showed up on my recommended, and I saved it for archive purposes.
Why does it say added in wish list on your screenshots?
It fucking doesn't. Shut up.
I know it doesn't.
I know people are like, you're gonna say share us in the dark. I would not share this in Zio's Discord.
No
share that anywhere.
Yeah, that would speedrun to get me cancelled really fast.
I'm trying to how to delete DMs because I'm like, I don't even want that in the archives of my DM.
I'm not sending the messages now, okay?
I already saved the images.
My hard drive needs to get checked, and now you're saving.
Like the guy who's like watching.
Well, it says this is from
the
Oxy 360 on the Steam page, so clearly it's not self-incriminating.
No,
so
definitely not. My FBI handler's just like, not a Ken Mark. What the hell? It's like, sir.
And we will continue to not allude to anything regarding those games.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot to forget that. I'm going to have 2 edibles tonight. Nah, I'm going to get 2 edibles. I'm going to start deep diving into Steam and see where else it's messed up on.
I might end up watching Classic History Channel after this.
How classic?
The era before Ancient Aliens.
Okay. I don't remember before Ancient Aliens. That's all I care about.
Very topic relevant. For those who know.
Ash, that was so fucked up.
History Channel.
I can't get over.
History Channel had its eras. They had their Ancient Aliens era, which is still my favorite era. But there was an era right before Ancient Aliens. And if you know, you know.
I need a ginger ale. I'm just...
Maybe we should end the stream on a high note.
The screenshot's got me sweating. That's actually my key light.
I don't know. What do we have to end on a high note?
Horrible.
You sing the Gavon opening and say Gavon as Gav.
Mm.
I mean, we got the cast, but that's not really that much of a high note. Yeah. We already talked about the high note that was technically Koga in Goes Uger, but then again, that was such a this could have been the best episode, but sadly, everything that happened with Sumino's actress happened, and thus this episode became what we got.
Yeah.
which it was still better than Zed's.
I'm hoping we get more Garo merch. Like, we got like a figure coming out. We have the Garo can, but I'm like, I kind of want more Garo merch. And I'm waiting for the last season to like get a Blu-ray release because almost all of Garo has had English releases for physical media.
I mean, I have been looking at a lot of different 3D print. It's still hard to find a really good 3D print of a like very detailed Garo suit.
Yeah,
because I really just want to get in on that.
I got a text today. Apparently, I got 2 helmets on the way. One that I like sarcastic was like, "Oh, that's cool." Like, I really liked it. I was like, "That's cool. I need one," but my wife will get mad. I got a text message with a video of it. It's like, it's done. I'll send it out to you next week. And I'm like, "Sir, I had to justify getting a turtle Zord from Die Ranger to my wife, and I was like, it's because Juan Tiger will be lonely without it. It's a carrier.
It's a friend.
She's like, you don't need it. Why do you need a turtle? I'm like, I like turtles.
I like turtles.
And then she saw the price of it. She's like, aren't you happy with the ones you got? I'm like, yes, but I need this one too. It's a set. She doesn't know I'm buying a big ass Serpentera. I found one.
Wait, they're actually doing Die Region?
No, I'm getting an old DX toy that got released because the Bandai released one and that are still pretty big. They're like this. And I feel like getting the big one that size is almost to scale to the SMP stuff.
Say that they're going to release an SMP when it arrives at your doorstep.
That reminds me, I gotta check to see, do I have any new toys that I've got pre-ordered that are coming out soon?
I just know the Dino buckle is on the
eventually arriving. Aura Changer still doesn't come out until March, so I'm like, that's a long way. That's not going towards Toku that this year.
Yeah, and then the Chalice Wild Form CSM attachments don't come out until March either, and I have to decide if I want a second Chalice CSM, so that way there I have the regular display and then the Wild Form display.
Like, not even my Memorial Dooms Geats Raise buckle comes out this year, so
I forgot that was the thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's got my favorite colors on there, and I mean, I do like the color scheme for Dooms Geats, so
true. The only thing I have that's recent released, or not released, but for pre-orders is the Mazinger Z SMP got announced, so I had to pre-order that. But that I don't think that's not coming out till April. That's the downside. So the only thing I have coming in, like my King Candelier model set is coming in next week, and my Gozu Polar mini plot just got shipped out. But it's like the only thing that's coming out new, current airing Super Sentai related is the Orca Buster is coming out at the end of December. Other than that, there's like nothing that I have that's coming out for the rest of the year. So everything else is just like, if I see something, it's an impulse buy on the spot if I see it in person. Like the Shin Godzilla tape dispenser that I want.
Yeah, looking at it, the only pre-order that I've got made that might come out before the end of the year is just the Black Beat B Commander.
Is that the end of the year?
Yeah, it says December. So I'll see when it drops, because that's like the last Toku toy I've got. Though I've got a lot of regretful purchases this year, so it's like
it don't, oddly enough, not like last year because of
This year I've got a couple.
I had Gotchard stuff last year. This year, no regret in the standpoint of I regret like waiting to buy it. Like some of the SMP stuff, if I had bought it when they were originally released, I would have saved a lot of freaking money. Especially stuff that's like, was it Zoo Ranger related? Because I got the clear color Robo, and then I got the Battle Caesar clear color, and now they're doing the Titanus clear color pre-ordered. But I went back and I bought the regular Caesar robot, the Dragon Zord, basically for the SMP, and the markup on that was crazy. And I bought it 3 months after it came out, and it was already double the price. And then all the Shoto Supers, like I got the Dairanger Shoto Super, and that was originally when it came out was only going to be like $85. I had to pay like $200 for that shit. So I have regrets for waiting and not just impulse pre-ordering stuff. There's nothing.
Even that,
I
I keep forgetting, but it's like, yeah, I got that OJ Caliber 0 this year.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of glad I canceled mine because I was like, that's like the price.
Like, I got that. I got the mobile rights with the misprint, so the thing's upside down on the back part.
I have some non-Toku regrets, like Pokemon Legends.
Oh yeah, that's gaming regrets. God damn, that would be the one.
Pokemon or the Switch
Legends
2.
CA.
I mean, I love the Switch 2, but like, I could have waited.
The other thing is, regarding Switch 2, it's like, if you've kept your Joy-Cons attached to the Switch 2, now it's been long enough. If you try pulling on them, they'll just come off.
I noticed when I undocked my Switch 2, my Joy-Cons were at half battery, even though they were on the Switch 2.
Well, the thing is that the entire thing is the fact that it's magnets, and I asked that online. I was just like, anyone else notice that if you put enough force on your Switch 2 now that it's been a few months, the magnets have sort of worn off? Like, you still got to put a little bit of force into it, but the Joy-Cons will come off.
Yeah. Also, the Zets crossbody Daiza has been showing up on Bai Mercari, $20. Sometimes even less than 20.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm on the fence about getting it because I'm like, I haven't put mine on display because I'm gonna move the Dairanger stuff, and that's gonna be the Zets display with the figures. But I was like, also really quick, Zio said his first Kamen Rider first episode stream is gonna be on Black Friday, and then
yes. 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, Muhammad says, does anyone think they'll announce a new Kamen Rider game next year? Probably not.
The thing is, so I was on a Reset Era earlier today, and someone was gassing up the crossover with Double in Super Robot Wars Y.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how they wish they had more Toku games in general. And I'm just like, even then, it's like, it's a little bit difficult based off of the type of like show that you're adapting, and also the stipulations that some of these companies put on to try and just appeal towards the younger audience. Because I was spitballing in my post like response on that thread, and I was like, you know what? A Kamen Rider game that's done like a Yakuza game or like a Dragon, just to have multiple riders in there, I think could work. Because it would keep the campiness of like a lot of the writer aspects when they're doing like the civilian shit, but then when they transform, they go into full on like, you know, Toku mode.
I mean,
and then like a modern Resident Evil style Garo game.
Ooh. Well, the thing is, you got to also, to what brought that on, the Super Robot, they're using the anime, not the show itself.
They are.
So it's like...
And even then, look, as someone that's bought plenty of Super Robot Wars games and have been a fan since I was able to emulate them on the Super Nintendo way back in the day in the early 2000s and got me like completely on the Super Robot Wars Real Robot train, I'm just like, Super Robot Wars needs to innovate. I'm bored of it now.
Yeah, they don't like...
It's a roster change now.
What's the one that came out? What's the one that came out for? Was it Y or 30?
So Y is the newest one. Before that one was the 30th one.
Yeah. They're 30, and then like T, and then that other one. They were like all the same. And I'm just like,
we had like one. We had X, we had T, we had V. Yeah. I have V, T, and 30 from the newest ones. I have some. The oldest one that I own is the one that's on I have Super Robot Wars W on the Nintendo DS and Super Robot Wars GC on the GameCube. So I got some old ones.
They're always like the same. Like they haven't really changed. That's why I was like, I'm gonna wait. I was wanted to get it, but I was like, I'm gonna wait because then it'll be on Steam on sale with all the DLC for like $25 by spring. Because I bought 30 for like the deluxe, the ultimate deluxe edition
With the premium sound editions
yeah, for
and
like
shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like not even a year after it came out. And I was like, they're not a top priority. Like one of my friends on Switch, I see he's constantly out playing the newest one and some other games, and I'm just like, I'm gonna wait because like if I play it now, I'm not gonna go back to the game once all the DLC comes out. I never go back to these games. The same with that little chibi Dynasty War Gundam game that came out. I bought it on the Switch, got early so I can get the World Hero style ones, and I'm like, once all the DLC came out, I was like, oh well, I got the deluxe edition with all like the season pass, but it's like I don't feel like going back to this game. I already beat it.
Well, the issue with Super Robot Wars games, especially like since they've put quality of life things on there for like the last 10 plus years, is that after you've seen a fight play out, like you watch the cinematics of what happens in the fight, I just skipped them. I just set it to like skip the fight scene. Okay, I've got a 70% chance of hitting you. Cool. Let's just go and do it, and that's it. Because it takes too long. Like if you watch any of the cutscenes that happen during the fights in Super Robot Wars, they can be very long. Hell, it's like even watching earlier today the compilation of all of the Kamen Rider Double and Skull fights. I'm just like, these are very fucking long. There is too much going on in here. This would be literally, I'm watching this the first time and then never again, unless I'm in the mood for it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with a lot of tactics games. It's like after a while, you're just like, all right, can you just slash them real quick and move on to the next one?
I do like that style of gameplay though for those IPs, but I'm like,
Another Centuries episode is the franchise that I wish still stuck around. As someone who's got Another Centuries episode 3, the final on PS2, one of the greatest games of all time, in my opinion, and then regrettably bought Another Centuries episode R on PlayStation 3. Yes. Bring it back, but do it good.
Like, please.
Because the biggest thing about Another Centuries episode, it was essentially Super Robot Wars because it was still Banpresto, but it was very true to how those mechas would handle in their respective series. So it felt very authentic. It's kind of like when I would say the best recent, and it's still been a while, Kamen Rider game is the Bat Ride Wars games. And the reason why was because when you were slaying the enemies as your Kamen Rider, they actually felt like the way they should. They felt like their distinctive rider from their distinctive show. It wasn't something like playing a Climax Heroes where it just felt generic fighter.
Balanced, yeah.
Yeah.
Climax Scramble felt, I think from a variety type between the characters, Climax Scramble is better than Rumble. Or, yeah, because that was the one that was like the 4-person arena, like kind of like top down. Like that one was, I feel like, was better from that standpoint, but the graphics were hot garbage.
I never played that one.
Because
I saw a 3D battle arena and I was like, nah, I'm done.
It's only because I collect all the Toku games, so I was like, I got the physical regular version of it, and I think I got the premium sound one. Same with what I did with Memory Heroes. I got the physical for Switch and PlayStation, and then I have the premium sounds for the Switch.
Memory of Heroes is still like probably one of the most disappointing games I've ever purchased.
From Toku standpoint, yes, I put it.
Like, from a Toku standpoint,
because you have to know what you're getting into. Because if you look at like the Ultraman games, they were always very like for kids, party mini games, no real like story. Super Sentai did the same thing. If you got the Loop Hat, I think it was a Switch game. It was very kid centric, somewhat side scrolling, but then very like mini games. they never really aimed a lot of the games for an older audience. The only one I really liked was the Xade 3DS side-scrolling platform. Was really good.
Well, because that one was based off of the one that they started with O's. Because I have that one, because that one came with an exclusive card for the 40th anniversary of Kamen Rider.
And the Xade one came with a Gashat for Ghost, so I'm biased. I still have a sealed copy of it.
Is the game that bad? Which one? Memory of Heroes?
Memory of Heroes? Yes and no.
The issue with Memory of Heroes is it started off essentially as a passion project for a developer that wanted to make a Kamen Rider double and O's game. But the problem is they weren't going to let them do a double and O's game without throwing in the latest Kamen Rider entry, which at the time was 01. But with that came the stipulation as, well, you got to throw in 01. That means you got to make it accessible towards the audience of 01 at the time, which their target demographic was little kids. So you got to dumb it down. So the game could have been much better. It definitely could have been much better had they focused on double and O's. But because they had to throw in 01 and make it aimed at the demographic that they were shooting for with 01, they had to dumb down the game dramatically. So it is literally, you are on a stage, you see chips scattered around, you follow the chips to your next goal. If you try deviating from the goal, you're going to hit an invisible wall. The game's going to make you go towards the goal and then fight. And then go on to the next stage, follow the chips, cutscene, fight, next stage, chips, and so on and so forth.
And if you look at the story, and especially in the beginning with the cutscenes, you could tell who it was aimed for originally, because they dumbed down and kind of simplified all the mechanics of it to an extent, and they kind of dumbed down everything else in the dialogue. But if you first load it up and you watch the cutscenes, you were like, "Ooh, this could be some dark, gritty. Like, is there pseudo time travel? Like parallel universe?" Like, you thought all the ingredients were there for this meal of just an adult.
And the intro, like music video thing that they have, that is that is good. That is better than like Food OPI's intro. Can eat a dick compared to this intro.
Did you try? Did you play it on the PS5 yet? Because they did a back end update on the 5 for it.
See, so the thing is, I got it for the Switch.
Yeah,
I haven't tried it on the Switch
yet.
It's
still going to perform the same. Because I tested all my Kamen Rider games on PlayStation. Because I beat it on the Switch and PlayStation. I will say it performs leaps and bounds better on the PS4. And then when I tried it on the PS5, there was like an update for it, and it didn't make the visuals better, but it did run a lot smoother and less janky. But I will say playing it on the Switch kind of does it a slight disservice, because on PS4 and PS5 it ran crisp. But I was saying, like, from the standpoint of changing the forms of O's and this and that, like I said it when it came out, and I said it when I did a podcast or a video about it. I was like, with that many forms, we could have had a saber like this. Could have opened the floodgates. We could have had a saber like this with all those forms he had. Like, it's just like nothing came of it, because it was a good building block for the engine they were doing for how it worked. But it was a good like freshman entry level game from the studio. I feel like they could have fine-tuned it, highlighted what worked, and kind of fixed what didn't work. And if we did get a second game that was either like a different rider team group and this and that, I think over time this could have turned into a IP, a franchise that could have worked. But we'll never know.
Yeah,
because we got Shin Kamen Rider Rumble, which is a lot of fun, and I like that they added all the other Shin characters to it, like Godzilla and Ultraman. That was great. That was worth the $199 DLC.
But yes, we deviated into the games topic. But once again, we actually kept it Toku this time when talking about games.
Toku
Ash, you weren't even here for like the last 10 minutes.
When you look if we had a timeline, like a whiteboard, and we just wrote all these every year in a row, like from the late set, like we'll say 91 to now, and you kept track of all the Toku games, it just was like every year it's like, oh, now we got 2, now we got 3, 3, 3, 3, and then it's just nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And even Godzilla, like we were getting Godzilla games like crazy, and because they got limited prints, Godzilla games have a lot of value to them. Because I have one of them factory sealed, and someone made me an offer of $500 for it, and I was like, no, but I'll sell you my opened one. He's like, you have 2? And I'm like, but yeah, because I wanted to play it. He's like, I don't know anyone who even has 1. I'm like,
I think there was that time period in the PS2 era in which we got a pretty good Toku entry every year, but the problem is the most of they tend to be just fighting or brawler games, which wasn't bad for the era, but it was still really good because I still remember playing the Garo PS2 game because at the time, like I had modded my PS2, I could just burn a disc and just be able to play it on there, swap magic, and then was able to play all the Kamen Rider games and
I had a Goldfinger
and the Garo game, which were all fighting games, but I would say like some of them were definitely game changers. The Garo game was especially fun, especially since they threw in one of the building from the episode in which Zero and Garo were fighting and they were going down the building. They made that the stage where it was literally going down the building the entire fight. And it's just like that's good.
Yeah, the PS2 era was really good. I'm still disappointed in the Blade video game because the sound and audio stuff, it was like they just took audio bites from the show and it did not sound good.
It was the same thing with the Fives PS2 game.
Yeah.
It wasn't until you got to the Kabuto fighting game where they actually like fixed it.
Yeah.
And that was the good one. Then we got nothing until Climax Heroes.
I'm gonna have to do it as a video. I need to show off my Toku video game collection because I'm missing 7 games, and I have every released Toku video game from Famicom to now on every platform. It's because I go to Book Off and I'll find like the Famicom ones, and I'm like, oh, nice. I was like, they had a Toku soccer game, and it has Ichigo on there and some Gundam characters, and like I was at Ultra 7, and I'm like, okay. Then that really atrocious GameCube kart racing game that came out.
Do you have a Superhero Sakusen?
Let's see. I don't know what all these are. Let's see.
Superhero Sakusen was a PS1 game. It was done by Bam Presto, speaking of Super Robot Wars. So it was their version of a Toku Super Robot Wars game, even though they still threw in Gundam for the sake of throwing Gundam.
I have this without the case. I just have the disc. But now that I'm looking at it, I can get it for $14.98 in the case. Actually, I can get it $10 on eBay. Because some of the stuff I would find like online, and I would get it cheap through like Mercari, and it would just be at a CD jeweler. And I'm like, sure, I'll get it. It counts. A lot of them aren't mint in box. A lot of the Famicom stuff don't even have the boxes because a lot of people never saved them from that time period. But I'm not gonna. And 90% of them I haven't even played. Like the only thing I'm really been eyeballing is I found this Gamba, this Planko type machine, and it's Ultraman, and it's mint in the box. In this nerdy comic book shop out here, they want $600 for it because it's factory sealed, and it's like a Planko machine or something, and it has like all the Ultraman on there from Showa, and then Kaiju's on it, and it lights up, and I'm like, and it's one of those ones where you know how you can get figures that are factory sealed in those like graded cases. It's in one of those, but it's not a graded case. It's just a airlocked plexiglass case that like is very form fitting on it, and I'm like, I want it. And they're like, yeah, this. I'm like, give me a deal. It's been here for so long. There's dust on the case. And they're like, something like, just sell it to me. Like, I don't want to spend that kind of, like, I want to spend that kind of money, but like, I'm married, so I can't spend that kind of money. Like, she can't hear. She won't let me buy anything fun anymore.
Damn.
Like,
and you ain't even got kids in the wings.
No, I have cats. She bought them freaking new cat posts. That was like $200. I'm like, I can't go spend $600 or $800 on an Ultraman Planko machine. It's rude. She won't let me buy a SpongeBob claw machine either. I don't even like SpongeBob. I just like claw machines.
I have like 3 claw machines because my son loves claw machines.
Dude, they have them at Costco now. And they're like they're from that 1UP arcade. They make them now. And I'm like, a claw machine.
I got him all like the Pac-Man 1UP arcades, the desk one and the tabletop one. Like he's got them all.
I have NBA Jam, and I want to get the Time Crisis one.
Now, the thing is, while discussing video games and Toku, maybe it's the alcohol talking, because I am like 4 drinks in.
Dude, I'm 3 ginger ales deep. I understand completely. Canada Dry got me.
No, but I just had like the craziest idea for a video game. This is how we make Zets good.
Oh no!
You have Tetsuya Nomura do it Kingdom Hearts style. Because then the Dream Worlds would actually feel like Dream Worlds.
Now, would you make the Dream Worlds from Zets, or would you get more sales? Would you make it the worlds are kind of like the different Kamen Rider season worlds? Where you team
it would be not just other Kamen Rider worlds, but other Toku shows from Toei.
Other Toei IPs.
Yeah, just so they don't have to like license out anything.
Uh-huh.
It'll never come out like Kingdom Hearts. But I'm sorry, but that was the joke with Kingdom Hearts 3. Because Kingdom Hearts 3 took longer to come out than Kingdom Hearts 4 has been in development. And Kingdom Hearts 3 came out.
I got a little heated debate in your Discord VC the other day with Kaito and Devil, because I was talking about how convoluted and how half those games didn't need to be made. And you're like, why? As a sword, I'm like, no, they're just side content to hold everyone over until they came out. Some of these plot points could have just put in the main game instead of this fluff shit. We don't need half of those games. I was like, I played them all, and even I'm just like, what the hell is the story? When are we getting to Keyblade War? Like, I don't get it.
I also feel that based off of writing style, Takahashi feels like a diet Tetsuya Nomura. Like, he's not even diet. Like, if Tetsuya Nomura was Coke Classic with extra caffeine, then essentially Takahashi is just diet right. He is RC Cola, but the diet version.
I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about, because like I'm just like, if this game were to exist, and it wasn't just other Toku, it was just Toei IPs in general. I'm just like, because you go on that Toei animation, and it's just like,
and the thing is, it's like we could finally have some forms that, use the power of imagination and the power of dreams to look different.
I'm just saying, there could be a Sailor Moon world.
There could be,
and that'd be fun. You just have Tuxedo Mask showing up after every fight. He's like, I guess my job here's done. It's like, you didn't even do anything.
I'm just like, yeah. If we have some sort of action adventure game, Zets, but Kingdom Hearts-esque could work. But just have Tetsuya Nomura be the writer for it.
I still think it was a missed opportunity with like Geats and everything else. They should have dropped the game. Like, yeah, they had crossovers with that other battle royale, but it's like they have certain shows.
Afterwards, that was like 3 years after the show.
Even Gotchard could have had kept, even if
they could have had a mobile like card gacha game.
Yeah, they could have did a Pokemon or Digimon-esque game, even if it didn't match how the show was with capturing the chemis. They could have made a game that was
well. That's another thing like that I mentioned when I was doing my Gotchard like videos was. You don't even have to make a complex card game. You already have the cards there. And the thing is, most phones nowadays can use AR. They can do augmented reality. So you can pull a Kid Icarus Uprising. You can put 2 cards down, place your phone like camera on there, and just have your phone visualize these cards fighting. You already have the files of how these things are supposed to look like. It's there. It's easy money. But no, they don't do it. This is why they need to get rid of all those old folks.
Oh no. USA Gundam just sent me an email because their Black Friday started. Oh, Gunpla.
Well, that's
Kids, I don't need a
cool.
backlog. I don't need a backlog anymore.
All right. So anything else? Because we did manage actually to pad out an extra hour. So
Might even realize that I was just like
Unexpectedly.
games, video games, and Toku games. There's
Well, it started with me showing off our stuff, and then it turned into
yeah, it went from games we cannot discuss to games that live within the psyche.
yeah.
It's just.
I did watch Fantastic Four First Steps last night.
What'd you
What you
think?
think?
Superman's still better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
So
say that.
it's a very like A to B plot point, and I'm like,
Mhm.
this is a very the plot point is very just there.
It played it safe.
The
Yes.
only thing I liked about Fantastic Four is Galactus was practical effects in a suit the whole time.
The thing that I would say I enjoyed and my wife enjoyed was just the visual aesthetics was nice.
Yeah.
And that was it. But
I want the suit. I saw the suit in person at Comic-Con. They had it on display, and that's when I found out that it was worn the whole time. And I was like, how? Man, they were all there, and I was like, one of the person was like doing like an interview or talking, and then the person I was like, how much? They're like, what? I'm like, how much for the suit? I want to wear it. Looks like it could fit me. Because it was the quality on it's crazy. They didn't beat Galactus. They kind of just like
no, it's because
shoot 'em
how
away.
they beat Galactus.
Yeah. How they beat it? I mean, yeah.
And the thing is just like I already knew the thing, and I told my wife while we were watching it, I was just like, this is how they're gonna do it. And she was like, oh.
I just
And I
hated
was
the
like,
thing
yes.
grew a beard the whole time, like his facial, like that visually did not look appealing at all.
But overall, that movie was just. And I was like, oh, okay. This is
It did not warrant the amount of marketing and
And I
gassing up they
only
did
got
for
it because, well, I don't have Disney Plus, but because Prime Video was having a sale on a
Yeah,
lot of
they
the
were
stuff.
doing-
So I was like, oh, okay, yeah. So I can go ahead and rent this for like $5 now. Cool.
Okay. I still haven't seen Thunderbolts yet.
I still haven't
That's-
seen that one either.
that's
Or
I will
Captain
tell you-
Falcon.
All right. That both those movies actually aren't that bad. Thunderbolts, I will say, is the best Phase 4 movie they had. Slightly better than Shang-Chi. I'm a big Shang-Chi fan. I think that movie was done very well.
Even with
But-
Marvel's Katie getting the arrow shot.
There's issues. Okay, there's issues. That's one of them. But Thunderbolts was like, I had such low expectations, and I was like, I've watched it a few times since it came out, and
It's the
I haven't thought
characters
that.
from what I've heard.
It's the characters, the dialogue, and something about the tone and like how they filmed it. I was like, where was this quality for the last like 4 or 5 years post Endgame? Like, it actually felt like they cared to make a good movie. And then Captain America Brave New World, if you watch that, you can clearly see all the reshoots and all the changes and all the stuff that was cut mid-movie because Marvel had cold feet about keeping what they had, and I want to know what the original one was going to be like because I've read the script and I want to see all that footage. I want to see the full Serpent Society like footage they had.
Like Seth Rollins was meant to be in that.
He was in it a lot too. The whole Serpent Society stuff was cut completely out. So they have at least 30 to 40 minutes worth of story on that cutting room floor.
I will say one thing about Fantastic Four, though. It made me want to rewatch Interstellar.
As you should. I still regret hating that movie for years, and then I saw it in IMAX a couple months ago with the anniversary, and I was like, you know what? I appreciate this now that I'm older.
Look, Interstellar is still one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, people just don't understand. Like, okay, I will give people a pass based off of the ending and only the ending. But everything up until the ending is cinematic, like, it's good. Audio design's great. Visualization's great. Best way to test out the black levels on your TV. You got true HDR if that film looks as good as it should.
That's what I tell everyone. If you got a 4K TV, get that on 4K. That's going to be your benchmark.
Yep.
Kind of like with the original Blu-ray players, you would want to use Terminator 2 on Blu-ray as the benchmark.
I think that's probably what I'm going to watch after we're done here is Interstellar again.
I'm gonna read Street Sharks.
I haven't read that comic yet. Like, I read the first issue. I didn't vibe with it.
I'm catching up on VR Troopers. I just hate that it ties into Prime.
Yeah.
Of its own. Not everything needs to be tied into Power Rangers. Let that IP die.
I know it's like Gavan. It shouldn't be tied to Super Sentai, but look at where we are now. And that's how we go full circle. Great.
Yeah.
All right. Mark's got nothing to promote. Ash, what you got to promote?
I don't.
What have we got to promote? I guess I've got my video talking about Power Rangers Prime ending soon. I've got comic reviews up for Power Rangers Prime issue 12 and MMPR/TMNT free issue 3. I'll probably have a Gojuja review up this week, and I guess whatever else. Oh, Toji Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. I'm still reviewing that on the channel.
That's still really good for anybody not watching it yet.
I'm behind. I gotta catch up.
Latest episode diving into Shocker, all that.
He might be my favorite character because he's not a bad guy.
He's not, and the twist with the dad actually did catch me off guard.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, yeah, that was still good. Got to get in on there, Mark. Meanwhile, Mark's going to be making low-hanging fruit.
I am. I have bookmarked a few ranking things, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make it.
Easy.
I have the
rank every Metal Hero.
I'm hoping right? I'm gonna get this video done. It's just I put a lot of effort into it, so every time I'm watching like each section that's finally done being edited and rendered and done in the folder, I'm like, could be better. Let me go
now to be fair, you put in a lot of effort and stamina into your Giga video that you were unable to publish.
Yes, I'm never gonna but there's nothing that can get copyright hit or claimed. And the Giga one, I get it. Okay, I get why that didn't work, and I didn't put nearly as much effort into that one as I did a lot of.
But you put a lot of stamina into it.
I did a lot of research. Like my hand is still like my wrist. I got tennis elbow. But you know what? I tried my hardest, pun intended. But like this one is more like Giga's funny, so I was trying to make it humorous as that. But like the Shokugan stuff, as you could see, it goes all the way up to my ceiling up there. Like I spent a lot of money and time. That's like 80% of my content on my channel is Shokugan related. So it's like I'm sitting there like, nah, this wasn't good. Gotta do it again. Lighting was off. Gotta do it again. And I'm like, damn it. Is this how like real content creators are? This sucks. Like
there would be times in my videos because I would go long on recording that the sun would go down. So if I had my curtains open and the sun would drop in the middle of it, like I would get to a point and I'm like, oh fuck, the lighting is completely different from like the end of the video.
Yeah. And also I think because a lot of this is facts and it's not me like reviewing or giving my opinion on something. This is the history of it. This is how Bandai has changed how they release the toys and price points and how it's evolved. So a lot of stuff is like based in facts. So I have to make sure like I'm presenting it that way when it needs to be, and then the balance of throwing my opinion into it, but not having those meld into each other. I was like, man, this is like, how do people do long form content like this? This is just, now I know why people pay other people to like write their scripts and edit their videos and do their thumbnails, because doing this as one person is just obnoxious.
Mm-hmm.
That's not shade. That's not shade. I could easily pay people to do it. I'm just choosing not to.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when I put out videos that are longer than an hour and it's just me, you already know how much I die doing that shit. So
it's at 42 minutes right now, but that's like a fine-tuned. I didn't waste any time. There wasn't any like pauses. There wasn't any like, there's spots where you could digest, but it's like, it's at like 42 minutes for me. That's a lot because it's also, this is like over a month of filming, writing the script, researching. I had to go into Bandai's like history of finances. I had to really deep dive and then getting everything properly translated and making sure it wasn't AI translated, so I'm not getting my numbers or any facts wrong, which is really difficult to do. So it's like, I was like, man, that's so much. Like, I was like, I should have really paid people. I understand, as much as I don't agree with it or condone it, I understand why people use AI for a lot of stuff now. because people don't want to put the effort into it, and they want it quicker because it's going to take me forever.
Yeah, no, I'll just use that for camera tricks, and that's about it.
Yeah. It's like,
let me extend footage out from Toei's footage. That's footage they never used before, just to extend out a scene. Great.
Yeah.
And then they can't claim it because it's footage they don't have because AI generated it. They just kept the scene going.
Yeah.
I could use AI to superimpose Sumino into the rest of the episodes that goes YouTuber. I could technically do it.
I'm sure someone's going to do it eventually.
It's so messed up.
I mean, I actually pay for Adobe Premiere, so I could literally
has that built in.
Yeah. Most folks that are on Toku Twitter trying to do this stuff, they're using free shit.
There's a face.aapp or IO or something.
So I could do it, potentially. Will it get nuked off of YouTube? Absolutely. Yeah, Twitch only.
Yeah. Toy will be after you.
All right, so I guess that's it. For my end, tomorrow night we'll be finishing off Jiraiya over on Twitch. Regular superhero time on Sunday, and then Friday next week at 10 a.m. Black Friday. Not doing a stream on here likely unless some really major news, but I highly doubt anything major is going to drop. Watch all the news drop, but I highly doubt it. But it could, but maybe not. Really long stream on Twitch. We're going to be watching every single first episode of Kamen Rider. Not in order. It's going to be based off a wheel, and we're going to rank them.
That's too much.
Would you turn that into main content? Like if you chop up all the reactions?
Yes, that is easy content for me to chop up. So that's going to be a simple one. But that's it. We did make it 2 hours and 48 minutes. Ooh. And for the 20 of y'all that stuck around the bulk of the stream, I know at a point we had like 50 something, but then dropped down. But still appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Still keeping us hanging around talking about these Toku stuff, even if we're not keeping up with our regular content much, me and Mark. Ash still doing his thing.
Right. Ash being consistent. Someone's gotta.
Yep. But yeah, we will catch you next time. Until then, bye.
Bye.